Oh, it popped up with the quickness. It popped up with the quickness. It
I
popped up
told you,
real
see?
quick.
I
So,
told you. See?
what's up, everybody? It's your man Chris Thorns coming to you with another live stream. We got my man Chris Barroso on here. Let me see. Let me share this show out. They can't see you yet, but I gotta switch the view real quick.
Okay.
They can't see you yet, but let me see if I can try to share this out. Hopefully that work. I can share it out.
Right before Facebook decides to suddenly have
Man,
a
what you
server issue.
said, brother? What you said, man? What you said, man?
Not trying to jinx it. Just saying.
Say it, man. Yes. Ooh, we got a lot of people coming in already. They coming in. So, yeah, this is going to be a good title. So, let me see. It's posted to Facebook and it posted to Twitter. So, hopefully they will help out. So, let me switch over here to the overlay. And
Okay.
let me pull up, let's see if I can pull up the chat. But in the meantime, while I'm doing this, brother, how was your holiday, man?
Good, man. How was yours?
Oh, man, I work, man. But, you know, like I said, man, I live to see another one. So,
Yeah, I
that's
mean,
the
I
most
was
important
home.
thing.
The only thing I did was I went to Jersey City, pick up an air mattress because my other one was like kaput. I was being folded like a burrito. One side was overinflated, so I felt like a damn burrito.
I had an air mattress, and I don't know, man. For some reason, I would get good sleep on it, but then other times, you know what I'm saying, that shit would kill my back, man. So I don't know if I had the right one or not. So I was like, shit, you know. But
No, because this one, the Intex ones are actually pretty good. The Intex, it's INTEX. The funny thing is, I found it on Facebook Marketplace for a queen size for $35.
Siva says she's not hearing anything.
She's not hearing anything.
Yeah, she's not hearing anything. Anybody else? Is anybody else having Yo.
Holla, holla, people. Holla, holla.
Yeah, hold on. Let me go to the YouTube side myself. See, can I hear anything?
Yeah.
She might have to refresh. She might have to refresh.
Yeah.
Junk Pal said he can hear her. What's up, bro?
Who's there? Yeah.
Junk Pal. She might have to refresh. She might have to refresh. Yeah, I can hear.
Yeah,
Junk Pal said he can hear. I can hear.
There you go.
You know what
there
I'm
you
saying?
go.
Let me shout out to people who's in the chat right now, and hopefully we'll see some more coming. Yo, baby, Sylvia, hello. Shay in the building.
Holla.
That's one of my boot things. Shay, what's going on, Shay? How you doing? Jump Pie says still working on this topic. I see. Oh yeah, brother, because this brother's actually dealing with one. So hey, who's great to talk to? Yeah, we're getting feedback, so we might cut that out. So who's better to talk to about this than somebody who's in it? Jump Pal said, "What up?" Sylvia said, "Hey, I can hear her." She said, "Hey," she said, "It's my babe. Yeah, it's your boot thing, baby. It's your boot thing."
My boot thing is watching. My boot thing is watching and listening.
Right, but you know, like I was saying, man, I had okay, what the hell going on? Now my phone doing something stupid. Okay. Because I try to pull up the chat on my phone.
I'm noticing. I'm looking at my other phone. I think there's like a 3-second delay.
Yeah, now on the phone.
Right? Is that about right? 3-second delay?
Yeah, on the phone, you're going to get you're going to get a small delay on the YouTube side. So whatever me and you saying, we hearing it in real time, but they going to get a delay. Yeah. Like a 30-second delay or 40-second delay of what we said. My man Augustus in the building. As a matter of fact, let me see something real quick. Let me see. Let me share this out. Myself and El Barroso, you want to put on your personal page and have some of your folks come in and listen, man. Hey, feel free to share, bro. The more, the better.
Exactly. How many people we got on right now? How many people are on?
It says we got 8 people watching right now, but who knows? I mean, as the show goes on, you know, we probably have a lot more people come in. So,
Late bloomers.
I could have did this early, man, but I was so fucking out of it, dude. I couldn't do it, man. You know, I ain't gonna do it. I couldn't do nothing but. John Powell, I watched a little bit of that video you did where you said you was coming clean. Hey, that was funny, bro. That was kind of funny. I didn't get a chance to watch the whole thing, but that was kind of funny what you did, man. You fucked me up with that one. You fucked me up with that one, bro. I thought you did something, man. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck did he do? Well, you know, but I got you though. I saw what you did. I saw what you did. Good one, brother. Good one. Cause I thought YouTube probably did something to fuck with. You know, they fuck with everybody now. You know, you're not getting what you're supposed to get. Just like now, I don't believe everybody's getting a notification. That's why ain't really a lot of people that's in here right now, because everybody don't be getting a notification. You know, and it sucks. And it sucks. I know I do good content.
Of course, just
to have
you always do good content.
Right. But it's all good, man. It's all good. Right. So whatever bugs YouTube have, hopefully they get this shit fixed, man. Because this shit crazy as hell.
But like I was telling you off air, man, I think it's amazing what technology has done, how far it's gone. For all the crap I've given technology, it does have its benefits, like these instances, you know?
Right. Hey, Tiny, what's going on, chick?
Yes.
What's going on? How you doing? You know what, matter of fact, my man Hood got one. Is he listening? Now, he got my personal number, and I would like for him to call in. So, if he got my personal number. Oh, see, like I said, it's jumping up now, you know, so I'm guessing people slowly getting it or whatnot. But anyway, man, let's get right into it, man, because like I said, I don't plan on staying on long. But what's up to everybody that's watching? So check it out, Barroso. I caught your attention when I made the post on Facebook and when I did the video on YouTube about long distance relationship. And to my surprise, brother, you know, you got a lot of people, they say, hey, if it works, make it happen. But you'd have heard my point of view about it. You seen my video about it. I don't know if I could too much rock with it. But see, here's the thing. I'm not going to totally knock it, because when I was young, in my teenage years, I was with that shit, you know, because I guess at that young age, when you see everybody with their boot thing or whatnot, at my age, 15, 16, 17, or 18, who would not want to have with that shit, you know, because, oh, shit, I thought that was you, my bad. That was you, my bad, yeah. You know, I mean, everybody wanted to have that same feeling that somebody else had. You know, when you went to school and you see that, let's say you had the people that got chosen for the 2000 or whatever, or the 1990 something Queen and King, and they actually be couples. And everybody just be like, oh, they so cute together. And when you see that, and you see that, and you be like, you know, I mean, damn, you know, I want to have that too. So at that time, you know, you was willing to accept whatever come your way. You know, you meet somebody long distance. They tell you what you want to hear, and you just fall all deep in love, just melt like butter, you know what I'm saying? You just be like, shit, I'm putty in your hands. But then you realize that, wait a minute. I'm just talking about me now. Then you realize, like, wait a minute. How's we saying we together when we can't even do boyfriend and girlfriend things? So as I got older, I was like, you know, to me, that's a fantasy, bro. You know, I can't live off no fantasy. I want something I can hold. I want something I can touch. I want something I can kiss, sex, go to the movies, do everything. How could I do that with somebody who lives states away when I can only see them when it's convenient? Meaning they would have to get vacation time. They can get vacation time, they can come down. And that's probably the only time I had to wait till they get vacation time so they can come down and chill. And the same with me. You know, how can I say that I'm in a relationship with somebody like that? But you actually dealing with one, and you got a different opinion. So, brother, I'm glad you joined this show. Let's talk. What's up, Tony? I see you, boo. Let's talk, man. Tell me how you deal with it, because you just told me before we went live.
Yeah.
That you have done one before, man. So, man, tell me, man, how do you deal with this, brother?
Well, it's I'm gonna go back to what you said about wooing them and talking to them, sweet talking. It's like sweet talking in person versus sweet talking online. There isn't that much of a difference other than the distance. You know what I mean? It's the approach is the same. The idea is about the same depending what your intentions are, and it's just if you're willing to cope, knowing that there's something or somebody on the other side of the glass, the phone glass, well worth it. You do your best, because everybody complains, like, if you get to know this person, you see they're a good person, good man, good woman, whatever the case may be. And you know what? Everybody complains they can never get a good man or a good woman, whatever the case may be. So you know what? If time evolves and you see that this person is good, I'm sorry, but I think you should hold on to that, because you may not get another shot at that, regardless of how far, how near, That's how I see it. You don't want to miss an opportunity, because that might be the one. Now, I might sound a little sappy, a little fairy tale-ish, as it's been called, but you know what? It's the same thing whether it's, in my case, over 1,000 miles, or somebody else's case, 1,000 feet. It's almost the same thing. It's just the distance is greater. I mean, I get the whole physicality thing, whatnot. I'm a busy guy. If I'm not at work, I'm with my kids. And all the hours I work is like, is it really, to have too much to have that other person next to you, like, depending on how they are, like breathing down your neck, suffocating you. You just want to relax. You want to relax out, especially after a long day of work. You want to eat. You want to take, enjoy, just being off. So, sometimes the person who's near may catch you on a bad day, things like that. But if you have that space, people always talk about couples needing space and things like that. Yeah, I got a lot of space, but that's besides the point.
Well, with that being said, I guess that's one way it could work, because you got a lot of space, so I guess it could work. Hey, Miss Aries, I see you, boo. What's going on? I like how you did that. Go ahead. We got 14 watching. That's the business. I told you they coming in slowly, brother, but keep on going. This is interesting. Exactly. Keep on going.
We got them rolling in like oranges now. That's
keep on going. This is interesting.
Okay, so with that being said, sometimes you got that. Some people say it's just a title. Whatever. Okay, fine. But you know what? It's like, when that time comes, when you meet this person and you everything goes off, you hit it off, you take her on a date, I've taken Sylvia on an interactive date, believe it or not. I had the video chat, the video camera on, the Facebook, the video messenger. I took her to a pool hall.
Holy shit! For real?
Yeah. I'm sure she'll pop out and say I did.
Man, talking about being creative.
You gotta make it work somehow.
Damn, I mean? Talk about being creative, man. Okay, go ahead, brother.
So you gotta chime the girl in. Hey, show her around the city. This big city is different for her. She's and that's it. I send her pictures. I send her many pictures of where I am. Just to this is what it's like. You come here, you see it all in person. That's it. It's not as far-fetched of an idea to work as it sounds, if you're willing to put the work in for it. You got some people out there, they just wanted to drop in their lap. I'm sorry, life isn't like that. Shit just don't drop in your lap. Plain and simple. Shit just doesn't drop in your lap. You gotta work for it.
That's true.
You gotta work for it. If you met her at the bar, the club, the job, wherever, the street, the train, wherever you may meet a girl, round line, you still got to put in the work, right or wrong.
Let me, cause somebody in chat room saying, right, it takes work, and I mean, I have to agree with you on that, because anything that you do in life takes work. I mean, seriously, nothing don't fall in your lap overnight. Especially money. A lot of us wish it could, but especially money don't fall in overnight. So anything that you does, yes, I do agree with you that it does take a lot of work. But see, here's one of the things that I got a problem with, man, and maybe it's just me because I got trust issues. I don't think I could just really trust nobody who is staying that far from me to say that she's gonna be my girl. Now, like I said, friends with benefits, then that's all day. I could rock with that because when we see each other, hey, we go out and kick it, go on a date, do our thing, do the sex thing or whatnot. She go by her business, I go by mine. Hey, no obligations, no ties, no signed contracts. Now I can rock with that. But to say that's my baby, that's my girlfriend, stays away, no, because my trust is not that strong to trust you way out there. Now theirs may be, because you know a lot of women is more trusting, they got more feelings than men. Theirs may be, but mine is not. But at the same time, I'm not gonna hound now female worrying about who she with, who she may be fucking and all that, because if I got to do all that, then my trust ain't there in the first place if I got to hound her for it. So that's how I look at it. So with that being said, man, how do you deal with on the trust issue on that, man? How do you deal with it?
Constant communication. That's just the bottom line. You just got to, listen, you're going to have to show some trust whether the girl lives 5 doors from you or 5.
Somebody just said it in the chat. I mean, that's true. Somebody just said it in the chat.
You're going to have to show sooner or later. I mean, you can't. Listen, I know they say a good defense will give you good offense sooner or later. But at the same time, being too defensive, it could backfire on you. It can backfire. And, especially if you feel after a while you got to know this person and you feel things are really going good, then you know what? You're going to have to swing for the fences sooner or later. You're going to, like I said, I've seen people with trust issues whose girlfriend lives next door. So to have it, like seriously, I've known people like that. It's like, what's the difference? I mean, when I seen this topic, I'm like, it's almost the same thing. It's just a few distance away. That's it. I don't know.
Wait. Now, if your girlfriend is staying next door, where you can practically see everything, and you got trust issues, maybe you don't need to be with nobody, period. I mean, seriously, maybe you don't need to be with nobody, period. But see, here's the thing, though. I would rather have this trust in somebody who is near, because somebody who is near 15 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes away, at least with that, I have the resources to always go see this person, unless I'm just broken, I ain't got no gas. You know what I'm saying? But but at least they could be close enough where I could go see them versus I don't have money to get a plane ticket to go out there. Same thing with them. Don't have the gas to drive the car way out there to see them. So, to me, I think it is a slight difference. Somebody close, I mean, you could still see them here. And if they 5 minutes away here, you could pretty much walk to them to go see them,
Right.
Or you got a bike or something, you can ride your bike, to go see this person, So, but the thing is, though, this is interesting talking to you about it for somebody who's in it now, man, because you telling me some things that I didn't think people even had the creative mind to do. To go on a date and to be on FaceTime with your girl and call it an interactive date, dude, that's something I never heard of before. That's something I never heard of before, man.
Like I'm sure you and people listening in, I've given shit about technology. But if technology is used for the right reason, it could give you almost anything you ever wanted out of life. In some senses, it could give you almost anything you ever wanted. Interactive dating, interactive this, whatever the case may be, like I said, if it's used properly. We've had this discussion before about technology falling in the wrong hands. But in this instance, it's worked wonders. It's worked great wonders, And, it's like I said, you got to play the hand you're dealt. That's in any relationship. You got to play the hand you're dealt.
Well, I'm gonna say this right here because I remember I was talking to a woman and I said something about getting her on the show, but I don't think she really know what I do. And we had a discussion, something similar to this. And I think one of the questions she asked me, was I with anybody? I was just like, no. And and we just got into a deep conversation about relationships. And to hear a woman of her caliber to speak the way she did, and I was like, wow, we think alike. Because one of the things she said to me is going to stick with me. She said, hey, your mate may not be here. Your mate may be in another state. I said, damn, And I'd have heard people say that before, you know. I can't find nobody down here, so I'm going to move somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I can find somebody out their way.
It's that old saying, there's somebody for somebody. There's
someone's for everybody. Exactly. Now, Barroso, we finna get a little deep in this, and I'm going to read some of the comments that's been said about this or whatnot. So
I've been keeping tab. I have my other phone charged, but I kind of like been keeping somewhat tabs. Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about the live comments. I'm talking about the comments from when I did the video and the comments I did on Facebook. And we can discuss those. My man August said no relationship, no trust. Now I agree with him on that. If you can't trust nobody, then there's no point in you getting in a relationship.
Yeah, there's no
point in getting in a relationship, because at that point I look at it as y'all just friends. I mean, friends, I guess you could trust friends, but you are more like saying, where I can expect a friend to do this, but you as my baby, I didn't expect you to do this. One of them situations. So, man, I got to ask you, bro, when it comes to the intimacy, y'all fall apart. Man, dude, that's a tough one, man. How do you deal with that, man? Intimacy. Now, of course, we all know intimacy does not necessarily mean fucking, okay? Intimacy has its different forms. So I'm just talking about intimacy, period. Y'all can't do it when y'all want to have intimacy. How's y'all dealing with that, brother? Especially by Sylvia being female. I know that shit probably get her emotional sometimes. She can't touch you when she want to, or all this stuff, man. How do y'all deal with that, man? And I'm pretty much sure y'all had this discussion before.
I'm going to leave this. I'm going to leave it at this. You know, it's like, at that point, you have to you really, really have to dissect a woman's mind, especially in that distance. You really gotta peek in her mind. You really gotta seduce her mind. That's the best you can do. You know, you gotta go for the mind. It's like, especially right now, that's the kill shot. In a sense, that's the kill shot. The physical, the consummation will come. This much I can tell you. It will come. This much I can tell you. Without getting too detailed, you just
I don't want to get flagged. I don't want to get flagged now, so don't tell everything now.
I'm just saying that will come. But right. I'm saying you just gotta pick at the mind. That's all you got. That's all you can do. Like I told you 2 minutes ago, you just gotta play the hand you're dealt.
Man, dude, I'm liking this discussion, man. I think it's a damn good topic. I'm just sad we ain't got that many people up in here. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all can share this out, man, bring some more people to hear this. Well, I was going to try to... Goddamn, hold on. I was going to try to set it up.
This change of weather's getting everybody.
Yeah, I was trying to get it to where y'all can call in, but unfortunately, my call-in number is not functioning. It's temporarily down, so can't do no call-in. You know, and that sucks. So I would have loved to hear people call in and give their thoughts on this topic. I think it's a very interesting topic, considering that a lot of people agree and say, hey, if you can make it work, shit, make it work, you know. So let me see what I can do to try to share this out some more, get some more people in.
It's like the old saying, it's not for everybody. It's
like that's true. For everybody. That's true. But now, here's the thing. Even though that I'm not too much down with it, and I did try it, I'm not going to shame nobody for doing it. And you know, got a lot of people that shame people for doing it. Talk about, you stupid for doing it. You a dumb motherfucker, man. Hell no. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it. Fuck that shit, man. I won't trust no bitch way out there in another state, man. Got me fucked up. Got me fucked up, you know? So, no, I'm not going to shame anybody, you know, because when you shame people, to me, when you try to shame people, it seems like shit happened to you worse when you try to shame people. Do you agree?
Like it comes back to you tenfold.
Exactly. When you try to shame people. Yeah. So, you know, I don't shame people. I got to a point now, man, since my before my grandmama died, when I seen her body start deteriorating or whatnot, I just started realizing a lot of things, me as a young man, and people coming in and out of my life. You know, I had to realize, me as a man, I can do better and approach things better than what I'm doing. You know, everything that's being said or everything that's out the norm does not cause for me to talk bad about somebody. Because what's not normal to me is maybe normal to you and it works for you. Okay?
Right.
But at the same time, though, I may be doing something that you may say, hey, that's not the norm. But if it's working for you, then go ahead and do it. You understand? So, and then on top of that, if you're going to shame somebody for that, then that would be illogical because a lot of us, when we do meet somebody long distance, then we won't take the time to try to go see them if we're going to shame somebody who is dealing with somebody long distance. So, even though I'm not just too much down with it, doesn't mean I'm going to shame you for it, you know? And like I said, talking to you, brother, and I'm glad I went on ahead and did it because I was about to give up and say, fuck it, we'll do it another time. But I thought about, damn, you actually dealing with one, you know? So we can have this discussion, and the people look like they liking the discussion, you know, because you got the women in there saying, hey, you know, y'all making some good points, but I think they more on your side right now, though. But that's fine. That's fine, though. That's fine. That's fine. My man Deshaun in the building. What's up, brother? Miss Avery said, don't let one bad apple spoil the bunch. And I agree with that. I actually agree with that. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You should not let one apple spoil the bunch.
Yeah.
Preach. So let me ask you this, brother, if you don't mind me asking, and Sylvia is in the chat room too, so hopefully she don't mind me. You know, what would have been great if I would have got both of y'all?
Yeah,
both of y'all talk. They would have been awesome. But
yeah.
Sorry that my damn phone line ain't working. It would have been awesome to have both of y'all on here, you know, because I would love to hear her talking as well. So let me ask you this, brother. Have y'all met in person yet?
No.
Uh-oh. And why not?
Because she's hit some hardships. I've been in and out of hardships, but, you know, I'm doing okay. And, you know, I guess for her, there's a lot of arranging that she has to do. So, you know, but with great patience comes great results. You know, it's like the old saying, good hard work usually pays off.
Now,
you know, I like to believe that anyway. You know, and I'm going to go with that because that was one of the principles I was raised on. And, you know, no matter how much it's bitten you in the ass before, you always got to stick to it. You always, you know, when you get cute is when things start going wrong for you. If you stick to your basic principles, it's going to work for you. No one's perfect in life. I mean, listen, there's a lot of little cheesy philosophies I live by. It's bitten me in the ass, but it's also worked for me. Hey, it's like, you know, no matter what you do, it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to fail you. You're going to get your results if you just stay to the course, and that's it.
And see, that's one of the things, too, and I just got to talking about that. When something like that happens, man, that's a pain in the ass, bro, to me. That's a fucking pain in the ass. John Powell said something. He said, ask CCK if you can use her Blog Talk Radio account. Who the hell is CCK? I don't know who that is, John Powell. I don't know who that is, brother. Damn, what the hell was I saying? Oh, yeah, that right there, man. Oh, dude, see, that's another thing I would have a problem with, too. You know, that right there with that hardship shit. And, oh, man, you know, because that shit would make me want to go, but I ain't got no hurt no way, so I can't tear it out. So I just be like, ooh, you know. And see, that's another thing what I'm saying. Chuck E. Cheese.
Other ex-girlfriends that made you tear the hair out?
I love that junk pile. You said Chuck E. Cheese. No, I am not messing with that woman, bro. I am not messing with that woman. You know, like I said, I don't know much about that woman, but I'd have heard enough. I'm not messing with that woman, man. Because women like her, I see now they do have power to fuck with people's YouTube channel and bring that shit down. They do. So I'm not fucking with that woman. Nope.
You sure it's not the FCC?
Well, that too. You know, but it's amazing that people of her caliber can shut your shit down, all because they disagree with what you're saying, you know? So it's like now with these platforms, even Facebook, you can't just really play music on Facebook because they're going to flag your damn page down. My man Hugger Pacino got his page flagged down a couple of times because he playing music.
Okay, help me out here. Who is the CCK person? Help me out. Who is the CCK person? Without being too I know you don't want to get I'm
gonna let him type it. Look in the chat room. I'm gonna let him type it in. Look in the chat room. Jump Pal, he want to know who that is. So type your name in the chat room. I don't want to say the person's name.
Yes, please do.
So type it in the chat room.
I'm watching. I'm waiting.
Latanya said Chris had interest in this topic. Thank you, babe. Thank you. I'm trying to get some more people in. I know y'all ain't sleep already on the Saturday. Come on, man. Y'all come on, join your boy. Show some love.
It's Saturday. What happened to Saturday nights? For some reason, I don't think they are what they used to be. I'm sorry. I used to look forward to Saturday night.
I'm gonna tell you what happened to Saturday nights, man. You know, everybody working now. Everybody working now. You know, I mean, people working on weekends now, so everybody working now, brother. Everybody working now, so I can't knock nobody who trying to get that.
No, I don't knock hustle. I'm just saying,
I can't knock nobody who is getting that paper, brother.
I mean, when I come home from seeing my kids, you know, usually I see the trains packed and but tonight coming home, it wasn't that packed. I was like, I know it's Thanksgiving weekend, but it's been a scary trend lately. It's not just tonight. It's been the last couple of Saturdays.
As a matter of fact, I think Junk Pal said he wants to chime in. So I guess if you got a Facebook page, Keith, I hit you up in your DM. I do a video call with you and I bring you in on the show, brother. Or I guess I don't know. We'll make something work, brother. We'll make something work. I'd like to hear what you got to say. I like to hear what you got to say.
And Miss Aries is dedicated. She says, I should be asleep. I have an 8-hour drive tomorrow.
They let you know the topic is good.
That's dedication right there. We need more dedication like that on this show.
They let you know they like the topics that I do, man. So I appreciate that.
Exactly.
I appreciate that. But we probably going to try to make it too long. But like I said, if y'all can share this out, share it out to get some more people to come in. I wonder if Huggy listening. Yo, Hug. If you listening,
hug.
promote this show for
me. What?
I tell you what, Barroso, let's take a real short break, bro. Put yourself on mute. I'm putting myself on mute. Let me make a quick phone call real quick. That's the thing. Ooh, Google Hangout. That's right. I probably can do a Google Hangout with you. Okay, yeah. Give me about 3 minutes. Let me try to do a Google Hangout and find Junk Pal, and I can bring him in too, and we all can have a discussion. And let me make a quick phone call, and we'll get this show back on the road. So y'all bear with me 1 minute. Let me do something real quick. Thank y'all for joining, and sit tight. We'll be right back.
Don't go too far.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Every time I try to go, something keeps telling me that everything's
You need to be like Batman, just have your own like bat phone and shit. To be like Batman.
We back, brother. We back, brother.
Oh, we back,
brother.
Right.
Yeah, we back.
Sorry, Kumogi. You got to go back.
Okay, I sent Jump Pal the invite, so he should be jumping on here real soon. Again, people, we are discussing long distance relationship with my man Christopher Barroso, and like I said, I did a YouTube video on this, and got some good feedback, and I also did a Facebook posting and got some decent feedback on it too. He said he missed it. He said, "Let me try again." So let me try again. Oops. Junk pile video. All right, bro. I just sent it again, man. I just sent it again. Yeah, Pam, man. I wish you can call in too, but my call-in number is not working, boo. What actually? I just sent it again, man. Just sent it again.
Can you hear me?
Is that you? Yeah, Pam. I wish you can call. There you go. What's going on, brother?
There we go.
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn down the audio.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, somebody got playback, man. So somebody pause the background. What's going on, brother?
Okay, I just turned off my audio. So can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, man. Thanks for joining in the show, man. Like I said, you're on the show with me and Barroso, and so far so good. Good show so far. My man DJ Just Jay in the building. What's going on, man? Hey Jay, I didn't hit you up, man, because I thought maybe you was DJing. You know, I know you usually do DJing on Saturday night, but if you got time, man, you can hop on the topic too, brother, if you want. So you got time to hop on subject too. So Chris, if you don't mind, man, let me get Jump Pal his input. He said he wanted to tell a little story or whatnot. Jump Pal, you know, how I do my shows, you know, we strictly, and it's nothing towards you, bro. I mean, I strictly stick on topic. I don't bring no other YouTuber's name or whatnot because I feel like if you do that, then you're trying to create a problem with another YouTuber that I don't have no problem with. So let's strictly stay on the topic, and whoever you got an issue with, hey, just keep it over there, brother. Can we do that?
No problem. Okay. Can anybody hear me though, besides you?
I can hear you.
Can y'all hear him? Can y'all hear Jump Out? Let me know if y'all can hear him. They should be able to hear you. I just want to make
sure before I get started.
They should be able to hear you. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear Jump Out.
I can hear Jump Out.
Okay, that's cool. I need to make sure the people in the audience can hear him too.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay, Sylvia says she can hear him.
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead, brother. You say you got something you want to share. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, as far as long distance relationships are concerned, man, there is a big difference. I'm gonna tell you right now. I mean, I do a lot of bragging about, you know, foreign women and stuff like that, only because the differences are night and day. However, you know, I remember a time where I was like 19. I was in Job Corps at 18. Left Job Corps in Sacramento. Was homeless for a bit. Came back to visit some friends that were still in Job Corps. There was this new chick there, Oakland, cold. She took interest in me real quick. You know, wanted me to get back into Job Corps, so I wanted to be back on the street and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I ended up going back to Southern California, you know, working and, you know, get my own place. And I remember a friend that was from Long Beach was at that Sacramento Job Corps site. And, you know, we all kind of stick together in Job Corps. You know, when we leave, we go back to Oakland, San Francisco, Fresno and stuff like that. We just disperse. But she was on the phone, like she called him because we were talking about it, right? So she called her, or excuse me, he called her, and we started speaking. We you know, because I lost connection with her. And what I was ended up doing anyway was I was liking Sacramento. I wanted to move back up to Sacramento. So I moved back up to Sacramento. Oakland is only like an hour and a half away from Sacramento on it, you know, driving.
Okay.
And I planned out, it was like 8 months before I seen her. But from that time in Long Beach, when I talked to her, by the time I got to Sacramento to go see her, it was like 8 months before the last time I seen her. And we're talking about cold, and we're talking about, you know, doing everything, getting together, you know, making this relationship work. And granted, I was 19 years old. Mm-hmm. Very aggressive person. I was very persistent, you know, doing things that I say I'm going to do within my power. The day I went to go see her, man, she didn't even warn me. But the day I went to go see her, you know, she lived just like 1 block away from downtown in West Oakland, about 5 blocks away from Huey Newton's house, which is only a couple blocks away from the Greyhound.
Mm-hmm.
I went over there, walked to her house. I knew exactly where she lived. When she opened that door, man, she had to be about 6-7 months pregnant.
Oh,
Shit.
Her mother, I guess I don't know if she talked to her mom or not, but her mother was there. But her mother saw my face and had that look like my daughter.
Whoa.
And she could see my eyes beaming at that stomach. And then she like turned cold on me. Like real quick. Like she didn't have an attitude, but she's like, I know you're supposed to come and everything. I didn't think you were going to actually come, but you can see I'm pregnant and I don't feel like talking.
Wow. No shit, Sherlock. No shit, Sherlock. Wow.
I think,
You know what I'm saying?
all due respect, I think the wrong person came. Carry on. Sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I used to see her from time to time. She wasn't like, had the ratchet attitude. She wasn't even from Oakland. She was like from Houston, kind of proper in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Women cannot hold out, especially westernized women. They cannot hold out, no matter what they say. They cannot hold out when it comes to sex. And it doesn't matter if you got money. They cannot hold out.
Jump out.
They cannot hold out. They say all that stuff. Oh, women can hold out longer, this and that. They cannot hold out. You got to remember, the women get wet. Men don't.
Damn.
So
I like that. I like that. Damn. I like that. I like that. Now that's facts. That's facts. I like that. I like that.
Okay. See, a man has to work himself up to get wet.
Uh-huh.
She gets wet automatically. All right.
Right.
Now here's the thing. I ended up moving to Oakland just for a little bit. I don't know why, but I just ended up moving to Oakland just for a little while. It wasn't to see her. It was just kind of a back and forth thing between Oakland and Sac. House just to visit. Her daughter was already like 2 years old. We was kind of like, messing around. Never had sex with her. But I remember, she was all on me on the couch one day. And I just kept thinking and looking at her daughter like, man, that could have been mine.
Right.
Right. And I held that against her that I refused her sex. I refused it like a couple different times. I just couldn't do it. And later on, like years down the road, we would start arguing with each other over the phone. And then she started becoming ratchet later, like, I'm going to have sex with any man that I need just to get money so I can survive. She ended up not having no job. Oakland at the time was like the second most unemployed city in America outside of Eugene, Oregon. So, but there's jobs everywhere around the Bay Area. She could have went to Fremont. She could have went to San Francisco. There's work everywhere. It just wasn't in Oakland. You had the BART, you had the other parts of the transit system. Everybody pretty much was working in Oakland. It just wasn't working in Oakland.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, she just ended up being that type of woman. She wasn't that type of woman before, but that's how she ended up being. But I never had sex with her for the simple fact that I kept holding that 8 or 9 months that we didn't see each other and all those planning that we had.
Right.
I held that against her and I just couldn't do it.
So hold on, bro. So you mean to tell me that she talked to you about everything, but she didn't tell you she was pregnant?
Yeah.
You know what? That got to be low down and shit.
Because she didn't believe that I was going to do what I said I was going to do, which was going to actually, come and see her. And you got to think about it. We're both the same age. We're about 20 years old at that time.
Mm-hmm.
And 20-year-olds, man, how often are they going to do what they say they're going to do?
Wow, dude, that's a story. I'm glad I got you on. Now, that's a story. And see, I'm glad I went ahead and did this topic because stuff like that needs to be talked about because if you're going to do this and you're going to do a long-distance relationship, one thing is what you got to lie about because eventually we going to have to meet. They're just like me in Memphis, Tennessee. We got Tennessee and we got Mississippi. Mississippi, depending on what part of Mississippi you go, is really not far from Memphis, Tennessee. But again, it depends on how far deep in Mississippi you are going. So if you know we gonna plan to meet, why the fuck would you lie about what you got going on? Tell me the truth. Let me know what's going on. Hey, feelings can get protected. Feelings cannot get hurt because I know if I still want to fuck with you, I know what I'm walking into and I know what I can walk out of. Now with you, Jump Out, yes, she did that because she figured that you probably ain't gonna make the attempt to come see her, so that's why she lied. But you fucked her up when you came. And I know she felt shitty. She had to feel shitty, brother. She had to feel shitty. But
I mean, the thing that made it worse, though, out of everything, is when we first met and she was advocating to the staff at Job Corps there in Sacramento on 3100 Meadowview Road. I still won't forget that address. It's probably the most memorable time of my life. At 17, 18. But a female that doesn't know me, but we all had the same friends, was advocating for me, to help me. And, I was impressed by that. She was actually trying to do that. Mm-hmm. But even when people do that, if there's a certain time period and distance between y'all, it doesn't work out.
Absolutely.
It really doesn't work out. This is a theme of American culture. Mm-hmm. Now, not to say that foreign women, I'm not talking about all foreign women. I'm talking about specific foreign women being, from throughout the continent of Africa. They have a whole different demeanor because they're raised differently. Mm-hmm. It's very black and white. You either have the prostitute or you don't have the prostitute. In America, you got the whole gamut.
Gotcha. Yeah, because I remember your comment was you wouldn't do it with an American woman, but you would do it with somebody that's like overseas or over the country, something like that, if I'm saying that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something along those lines, exactly.
Okay. So after that happened with you, that's sort of like a catfish moment. How did you look at dealing with long distance or trying to get to know somebody long distance after that? How do you really feel about it now? Would you do it again? Or would you just really just look at it as, hey, I just use this as to have a pen pal buddy? Or how do you look at it now since that experience you have?
Basically after that, I had a couple little like long distance. The thing with me, I was traveling. Okay. A lot of times. Okay. I wasn't staying in one place for a very long time. I eventually ended up settling in Sacramento and stayed there for a few years. Then moved to Portland, stayed there for quite a few years. Went to Spokane, stayed there for 7 years, came back to Oregon. That's where I am now. Moving back and forth between Kenya and Oregon, because that's where my wife is.
Gotcha.
But there was a time, I used to move around a lot because my dad used to move around a lot. And so I got so used to not settling. So when I got on my own, I couldn't stay in one place for very long. But when I finally got there in Sacramento the last time, I was like, you know what? I'm tired of moving around. I'm staying put for a while. So I stayed there for almost 4 years before I moved to Oregon.
Okay.
And that was shortly, not too long after the fact of what happened, right? Mm-hmm. But here's what happened. Because of her and a few other situations after that, I became very untrustworthy of females, period. Mm-hmm. And when I was in Sacramento, that almost 4 years, I slept with about 200 women. I had the perfect setup. I had an apartment in downtown. All these skate working chicks around me. I was picking them up, and I had to challenge myself. I'd bet a woman in 3 days or less. It's like I wasn't caring. Mm-hmm. I just was not caring because I had my feelings hurt too many times. And come to find out, I didn't know women did this, but I had to learn the hard way. Women will use you for sex, not just for money. I had a lot of women use me just for sex. Man. And then, of course, some just for money. And then, of course, some for both.
Hey, don't get me started on that, man. Don't get me started on that. I swear.
But what makes it so much... what makes that so
when
much
you're
worse
young and you have a woman, you have the pillow talk, and you're asking these dumb questions. Uh-huh. How was it? Or are you just after me for the money? All those stupid little questions, right? You have to ask the questions in order to learn. And then you come to find out, yes, women do want sex, but you got to remember, women are the ones who get wet. Men don't.
Right. Now, let me speak on that.
Okay, so
let me speak on that about the using sex thing, man. Because, dude, you are absolutely right. Because I'd have had a few females in my lifetime growing up that We got 17 likes. Can y'all give me 3 or 4 more? I'd like to get 20 or 21. Once y'all give me 20, 21, hey, the rest of them will fall in place. So
come on, get the likes up. Everybody get the likes
Get
up.
the likes up.
If you're just coming in, get the likes up.
Give me 20. So,
like people,
Dude,
like, thumbs up, baby.
Right. It used to be one point in time where men used to do that. You know, we fuck and we leave. I don't know where these women went to. They must have went to pimping school or whatever. But they saying they ain't taking this shit no more. We gonna do them like they do us. We gonna fuck them and we gonna leave them. And that's what they have done. Because I'd have been in that situation before. You know what I'm saying? Get that good. Then I'd be like, hey, yeah, no, yeah, baby, I want to see where this goes. She'd be like, deuces. She don't really just say deuces, but you could tell she don't call you no more. She said deuces. I'm going to get you before you get me. Fuck you. I will get you before you get me. So, dude, you are absolutely right. I don't know where these chicks, they must got an underground school for this shit. And whoever the teacher is, she a bad mamma jamma. She teaching them how to do it. Fuck them, forget them. So I'm glad you said that, brother. You on point with that. I'm glad you said that. But go ahead, man, and I'm going to get you some of these comments. And I'm glad you're on too, Jump Out, because I want to read some of these comments and let you and Barroso talk on some of these. Miss Ryder does say we choose what men to sleep with. I guess so. Shit, you also choose which man mind you gonna fuck up too.
Let me make this one quick point, because maybe somebody will make a comment after I make this point.
Okay.
And then you read that off as well, just in case. Now, like I said, I slept with approximately 200 women in 4 years. That's like 50 women a year. And I even took like an 8-month break because I was tired of it within that 4-year period. Mm-hmm. Now, this is for the young men. The older men, it's already too late. But for the younger men, you're trying to look for love or whatever. I'm telling you right now, it ain't worth trying to sleep with a lot of women, because this is what started to happen with me. Not only one, I couldn't remember everybody's names.
Oh, yes.
But two,
yes.
You can't get your sex back. If you're like, I don't care how fine she was, how clean she was, and how protective you and her were together. If you didn't like the moment because you're not together, you can't get that sex back. She'll walk up, put on her panties, and walk out the door. You can't get it back. You can't ask for it back. Dude. It's gone. That's like almost like taking your virginity away. Here's the other thing. Sometimes when I was with women, I had to think about other women, because you start to become numb. Mm-hmm. Now I know not every man. There's a lot of men out there that want to challenge themselves to try to hit 1,000 before they're dead. Whatever. They got a different mindset. But I'm telling you right now, it can affect you in a way like these women's spirits. I'm just going to say like that, like a spiritual thing. It will enter into you, and your mind will start thinking different things when you're having sex with somebody else.
Jump out. Somebody
Go ahead.
Somebody said something in the comment section, and I had to ask you this, considering you said you'd have been with multiple women. Miss Ryder Die says you did oral sex with 200 women. I didn't want to ask you that, but since you talking the way you talking, why not ask?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, all right. No shame in this game. All right. No shame in this game.
I mean, to be honest with you, I had no shame in my game back then, because this is the way it was. I was being used for sex. I was being used for money, or both. Mm-hmm. When I figured that out, then I started using women for sex and for money and for both. I was like, if they're going to do that to me, I'm going to do that to them, to where they couldn't use me for that. Now, if they were using me for sex while I was using them, well, then we're both using each other. But see how that mindset can mess with you. That even for a man, because men won't admit this, even for a man, it is a problem. And if you're a father and you care about your son and you're around him, let him know that this is not the way to go.
Now that's real talk. That's real talk right there. That's real talk. Preach. That's real talk. That's real talk. Jump out. Let me go to Chris real quick. He had a chance to say something. Man, Jump out. Thank you so much for joining, brother. I'm glad you came on, man. We got to do this again, brother.
All right.
So Barroso, We done heard Junk Pal. He had some interesting things to say, man. So,
God.
is there anything you want to add on, or anything you want to say, or go ahead? Because this is interesting. You know,
I listen. As from man to man, I respect Junk Pal for what he's been in more holes than rats and mice. You know, in a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? You know, if you sit back and think about it, you know, yeah, you can get emotionally fucked up from being with too many women in a decent amount of time span. Did you watch Ric Flair's 30 for 30 ESPN special?
I missed it. Was it good?
It was very good. It was very. I suggest all y'all take a peek at it. He slept with over thousands of women in his lifetime. This man's 69 years old. And they broke it down where he slept with about 15 women per day. Don't know how true it is. This is what came out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure at some point between going on the road, being away from his family, his daughter, who's also a professional wrestler, you know, it had to fuck with his head at some point too. Like, yo, what am I doing? Sleeping around with all these women. They're fucking with me only because of the Flair name, the notoriety, the fame, the fortune, the glitz, the glamour. You know, they're only having sex with you for that reason. They can say, "Oh, I slept with Ric Flair." Get out of here. But this is the point. You know, it's like, you know, I was listening to Junk Pal and I was like, damn, man, you know, that's like, you know, but you know, age did play a part. You know, being young and all that, but he's a very mature guy from what I picked up on. He had goals, he has ambition, he followed through on it. And when he went and surprised the girl when she was pregnant at her door, it made me think, you know what? That's good. You got to keep some of these people on their toes. You got to keep them guessing. That's the mysterious part. I guess that's you never know, because if you go do something unexpected, like, she got caught. That's what happened. Right. She got caught. So I was like, wow, I admired that, you know. I mean, it's like, you know, he was able to do it, you know. I mean, right. I always say, you got to keep people off balance. You got to keep people guessing, because you know, people get complacent with you, then they get bored, and that's when, especially women, you know, you become predictable. The relationship's no longer fun. I'm going to start straying away. A lot, not saying all women do that, but it has happened. Where women, it gets boring, it gets stale, and the guy doesn't know how to, you know, put a little spice in a relationship, whatever it takes. You know, I mean, everybody's different. Every relationship is different. But it's just, you know, there is some path of similarities you do have to do to keep the relationship going, whether you know you want to admit to it or not. And part of it is you got to know how to keep you got to keep the woman guessing. It's kind of like a freaky, you know, like cat and mouse game. Like, oh, what's he going to do next? You know, or what she's going to do next. You know, you got to keep each other guessing. You know, it's that mystery, that, you know, that mystique that keeps you coming back, you know, from straying away in a relationship. Not to say that, you know, I myself personally would stray, because, you know, I'm the kind of guy, no matter what, I'm going to stick through and through if you're giving me something to stick through for, you know? Otherwise, like they said, what's the point? No trust, no this, no that. It's like having a car, no engine. What's the point?
Right. Man, this is an interesting topic. I hate my goddamn calling numbers not working, man. Damn it. I hate it's not working, man. All right, man. But anyway, like I said, thanks for everybody who coming in. I sent to a few more people. And Phoenix Fro joined. Hey, boo, how you doing? Patricia came in. Hey, boo, how you doing? Tracy L came in. How you doing? Thank y'all for the support. Let's get them likes up and sit back and enjoy the show. Again, thanks Junk Pal Video for coming in and sharing his thoughts and sharing his story. I really appreciate that, brother. Just waiting on my man Judge Jay to come in and give his thoughts on it, man, and we can go and close it out. So, Barroso and Junk Pal, let me read y'all some comments from Facebook when I first did this post. So, I said, do you believe, and I said possibly show title, and here we are doing a show title on it. So, I said, do you believe in long distance relationship? We had one person that said, I'm not going to say their name on the air, but we had one person that said, not for me, speaking for myself. My cousin came in and said, hell no, take this bullshit down now. So
I read that. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, that's my cousin. He said, hell no, take this shit down now. Your boo thing, Barroso, came in. She's in a long distance relationship, and it takes a lot of work and patience. I did not know y'all was in a long distance relationship, but then again, like I said, I'm not trying to be in people's business like this. So, hey.
You made the connection after that.
Huh?
As soon as she said, you made the connection after that.
Yeah, I did, man. And she said it takes a lot of work and patience. I agree with that, but hey, everything you do, shit, take work and patience. So shit, I mean, not just that. Let's see. She says she lives in South Dakota.
Yes,
you live in New York.
That's correct.
Y'all FaceTime every night. Y'all make it work.
Yes, we do. Yes.
Okay. Then I came back with the comments about because I tried to do a stream last night at Jump Out. I think you came in and stream last night. I apologize to y'all. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but the stream was at the real jiggy, so I get it. I don't get what the hell's going on. So Barroso, you came back. You said it takes a lot of work, and sometimes if you really think about it, it's a good change. It's a good change.
It's a change of pace. It's like a change of scenery sort of ordeal.
You know that person is in your life, but in some sense you have that space that every couple needs every so often, but often instead of communication and just staying out of trouble is the best way to make it work. And I'm going to pause right there for a minute. Jump Out, did you hear that? How you feel about that, brother?
I was a little distracted.
Oh, yeah, I see you chatting. I see you chatting.
Yeah. Well, this Ms. Was it Diordi? BK?
Miss Ryder Die, I believe. What's going on?
Okay. I could have swore, I just asked the question, but I could have swore she said to somebody else she was 17. And if she is, what is she doing here?
Oh no.
Shit. Yeah, I just beat that.
Hold on.
Yes.
Well, it's the weekend, so that's not a big issue, but then again, it is because are you sure she said she was 17?
Somebody in the chat said they were 17, and I could have swore it was her.
I saw it pass.
I don't think she's 17.
On passing. So
no, she was talking about 17 on the likes, brother. She was talking about the likes. Well, I think the likes got more than 17. Now I see 18, but it's probably more than that now.
She just mentioned I'm 17 on the likes. She just mentioned that.
Oh, okay. All right, I apologize.
Yeah, don't give me a trouble now. Don't give me a trouble now. God damn it, it's a good show. Don't get me shut down now.
I'm trying to look out.
I appreciate that, brother. But let me read to you what he said, man. I'm gonna get your thoughts on it. He said, it takes a lot of work, and sometimes if you really think about it, it's a good change of pace. He said, you know that person is in your life, but in some sense you have that space that every couple needs every so often, but often instead of communication and just staying out of trouble is the best way to make it work. What you think about that, brother?
I think that's a bunch of BS. If you can make it work, more power to you. But here's the thing. I think it's a bunch of BS for the simple fact that we live in a culture that needs instant gratification. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, we live in a culture that also says, and women say this all the time, and men are saying it too with the MGTOW movement, I don't need nobody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they do need somebody. Mm-hmm. So when you have that long distance relationship and you got that itch for needing somebody, you need that companionship, you're going to pick the next person closest to you.
Barroso, my fault. Go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Are you through?
Go ahead.
You through?
That's pretty much what I want. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Okay.
Barroso, he said he don't necessarily agree with what you're saying, man. What you say about it?
Well, like I said, where he's coming from, man, I get it. And there are, it's like anything else. You just got to get the good crop out of the bunch. Yeah, you're right. There are people that will, if they're getting that itch, they're going to look for somebody to subscribe to, whether it's you, the next guy, the next whatever the case may be, and vice versa. I agree. There are people like that. You could call it naive on my part, but it's like anything else. You run a risk, whether the girl lives, like I said, 1 hour away or 5 hours away.
Mm-hmm.
She got the itch and you know where to be found. You best believe, yeah, she might do that. there's no denying that. I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong.
Right.
But I'm just saying my point is you just gotta either get the lucky one or, you know, you messing with the wrong one. Plain and simple. You know, it can only go two ways. Either you're fucking with the wrong one or you're fucking with the right one.
You know what? I'm gonna
tell you
with
a good one or a bad one.
I'm gonna tell you something. What I like what you brothers just did, and I'm really humble for what y'all just did. We had a disagreement. Neither one of y'all got mad about it.
No,
that's the way a conversation supposed to be like. Nobody got mad. That's how it's supposed to be.
That, like. I hope it's the same in return.
Yeah, man. That's what I like. But ladies and gentlemen, let me get a shout out, man, to a brother who just made it on the panel. My man DJ Just J. I gotta give this man some love because this brother pretty much supported me since the day he found out about me, and no matter what has happened, this man has still supported me regardless of what. And I'm just assuming that he see the type of brother that I am. He know I'm not with the bullshit. He know I'm down to earth. He know I'm neutral. The designs y'all been seeing on Facebook, they came from him, that brother right there. You know, that man is a bad member jam with them designs. And I asked him about doing it. The man did it with no problem. When I lost my grandmother, I sent him a picture, say, dude, can you design this for me? He said, no problem. That man gave me that design back in 30 minutes to an hour. It was a damn good design when I lost my grandmother. So, hey, man, I have to give this brother a humble introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, my man, DJ Just J. Thank you for joining the panel, brother.
It's an absolute pleasure, Chris. I got to say, can you hear me okay?
Yeah. Can everybody hear him?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear.
I can hear him.
Okay.
Good deal, man. I got to say, every time I've ever been on Chris's platform, he has always gave me that kind of introduction.
Breakfast Club introduction, man.
Right.
Pretty good at it, man.
Right.
Definitely. Wow. I definitely appreciate that. That is a humble introduction. As a matter of fact, if y'all watched the first video I've ever did with him, I said the same thing, a humble introduction, man. I definitely appreciate that.
Well, DJ, here's the thing, man. I give praise to anybody who helped me build my platform, bro. So, like I said, you was one of the ones, dude, that stuck with me regardless of what, bro. You never turned your back. No matter what happened, you didn't turn around and talk about fuck Chris and none of this stuff. When I text you and I say, hey, can we talk? You welcome my phone call, you welcome my text and everything, brother. You just still there, man. So, you know, hey, how I take that into very humbleness, a wholeheartedness, especially dealing with this social media shit. Because, you know, it's easy to make enemies versus making friends.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so like I said, bro.
I'd also like to say, man, you know, shout out to the people on the panel, people on the phone, and people also on the Chris Thorns chat, man. Shout out to everybody there as well.
Right.
You know, I want to definitely continue to see you grow. You know, I want to see, you know, like I want to see you stream more often. I definitely need to catch your shows. I catch you more on the replay rather than live. And
yeah, I
had to hit refresh, and I was like, he's live. Let me catch him real quick.
And see, like I said, the reason I didn't send it to you, bro, because I know usually on Saturdays you DJ. So
You're
that's why I didn't send it to you.
It's one of those very rare weekends.
Yeah, I caught you. So, man, I'm glad you joined the panel, man. I'm glad you joined the panel, man. It means a lot to me, bro. It means a lot to me, bro. Yeah. But since you're on the panel, man.
My back is saying thank you for not traveling this weekend.
My man Leon in the building, Mr. Chameleon. What's going on, brother? Everybody coming in, man. I appreciate the love, y'all. So, DJ, let me, because I don't know how much time you have, so let me go to you, then I'm going to get back to the comments I was reading. The topic that we're having, brother, how do you feel about it? You know, are you with it?
How do I feel about long-distance relationships?
Yes.
The way I feel about long-distance relationships is they suck and they don't work. Straight up down. I'm very precise. I'm straight to the point. Thank you. I have been there, done that, and I have definitely had my, my genitals in places where most people would not. So, yeah, man. I've definitely had my share of exploration of women and dating and sex and all of the above.
DJ, you got to make a meme out of that one. you got to trademark that one, man. Or like O'Shea says, can you please say that one more time? Just let the audience know. Say it one more time.
Man, I just be speaking off the dome. I don't remember what I said, man. I just be talking. So, but
that's a great soundbite. That is a great soundbite.
It is.
I would tell you this though. I've definitely had my share of long distance dating relationships. I can probably think to the very first one that I did was right when I was getting ready to move out. I think I had dated a chick that was maybe about 4 hours away in Oklahoma. And it took me such a long time to get there. And keep in mind, I haven't really traveled that much. So for me, it was kind of a shock to have to, and this is how long ago it was, because I used to have to pull up MapQuest to be able to print out the instructions on my mom and daddy's computer on 2 pages, one going down and one coming back. So that way I didn't get lost, because it wasn't no cell phones. And the funny thing about it was traveling to this little small town. I'm gonna just tell y'all, it was in Ada. And traveling to this small town, there was no T-Mobile service there.
Right.
So when I got there, like my phone was off. So I wasn't able to text, call. I wasn't able to do anything. I just didn't have service. So I literally had to rely on those instructions to get down and back. And back in the day, I don't know if y'all remember this. If you guys remember how social media used to work back in the day, when you used to talk to a chick, it's like some of you guys might be old enough to remember the chat lines and stuff like that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Back in the day called Black Planet. And Black Planet was one of those things where it was just kind of getting started. It was kind of like the MySpace back then. And what you used to have to do was you used to have to write a description from beginning to end, almost like a small paragraph about who you are and what you physically look like, because people didn't have the ability to add photos the way that we do now. So you literally had to read a description about a person and hope for the best whenever you meet them. So needless to say, I definitely had some interesting encounters meeting some of these young women. But this one in particular, I met her and she definitely was as short as she said she was. She was 4'11". I'm thinking, okay, that's not too bad. And I met her and I walked up to her in person. It was like really late in the middle of the morning. I think it was like 2, maybe 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, somewhere around there before the sun came out. And I remember walking up to her porch and I kind of gently knocked on the door, because I'm not knowing what the fuck is going on. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere in a city I've never been to before. I could end up in a ditch somewhere and nobody ever find me.
Absolutely.
And this little shadow came walking up to the door, and I'm thinking, is this a kid answering the door? And she walked out and she was like, "Hi, Jay." And I was like, "God damn, you're short as hell." Like, dude, you look like somebody's kid. Like, in my head, I was like, oh my God, like, what the hell? Like, she was short and skinny. Like, she literally looked like she weighed about 96 pounds if she had on like 3 coats and some heavy shoes.
Wow.
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 But I will tell you this. I think it took so much effort mentally, spiritually, emotionally for me to be able to make this trip, to be able to talk to this person for months on end going into this encounter, that it forced your mind and I guess forced your physical nature to be able to overcome the things that were deemed as shortcomings at that time, just because you put in so much to get up to work yourself up to this point.
Right.
Like, you're driven this far, you're fucking tired, you want some pussy, and this is the only thing that's there right now.
Hey, he ain't lying. He is not lying.
To be too vulgar, but I hope you guys understand that I'm gonna be frank and blunt with you, so we can get straight to the point.
Right.
So and what was so funny, man, it was crazy, because I kept in touch with that chick for a very long time, and she had 2 kids. She had 2 little kids. I think they were like 2 and 3 at the time. I had went and visited this woman so much that her kids ended up referring to me. They thought I was their dad. They literally thought I was their father.
Ooh.
They thought that I was their dad. And believe me when I tell you, their mama definitely tried to have a baby by me. That's for damn sure. So it wasn't for lack of trying. So, it's funny how life works out sometimes when, I would say the higher entity works in your favor when you actually end up doing really, really dumb stuff that could have got you caught up. So, yeah, man, it's scary to think about that. If you think about being a father and raising your kids and the stupid shit that your kids are going to go through, it makes you think about this stuff. Because I've definitely done some things that most people would not have been so lucky to make it through.
Right. Right.
That's one experience among many.
You know what, brother? I'm glad.
Relationships don't work.
Exactly. I'm glad you brought that up because I'm getting some feedback. Somebody got the show playing in the background.
I don't.
Okay, I'm getting some feedback.
I don't.
I remember one time fucking around on them chat lines, bro, and I'd have told this story to quite a few people. Them chat lines would get you fucked up. They would get you fucked up. And I'm going to tell you why. I remember a long time ago, I was 18 or 19. I had just got out of high school. Fucking around on that damn chat line shit. I had a girl talking to me, man, and talking to me like a grown woman. So she talking like a grown woman. I'm assuming she was a grown woman. So the next day when I called, it was in the afternoon. And when I called, another lady answered the phone. And I said, could I speak to so-and-so, so-and-so?
She's only 14. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep, there you go. There you go. You just hit the nail on coffee. Somebody else answered the phone, and you get any other answer than so-and-so, somebody on the phone. She said, who is this? I said, this is Chris. She said, where did you meet my baby at? I said, we was on chat line one night. She said, how old are you? I said, I'm 18. Or whatever, how old it was, 18 or 19. She said, do you know how old my baby is? I said, she told me 18, man. She said, my baby is 14 years old. Oh. I was like, oh, man, I am sorry.
You need to call Kenny Loggins because you were in the danger zone at that point.
Right.
Yeah. Real talk.
That's one of my favorite songs, too. I like this song.
Hey. Do you all remember Talk City back in the day?
Top City.
Wow.
It sound familiar.
That was my first. I think that was my very first chat, and I was on Web TV. And then when I got a computer, I actually got to see what Talk City actually looked like as a website. But before that, let me tell you something that was real fucked up. Back in '88, this is about the time I was in Portland for like maybe 3 months, and I went back to Cali. Mm-hmm. Now I was working a job as security for an event down on the Riverfront Park in downtown Portland, right? Mm-hmm. Met this chick. She says she's from Dallas. She just moved to Portland. She said she was like 25 years old. She looked her age, right? Mm-hmm. So back then she didn't have a phone number, so she gave me her address to somewhere in North or Northeast Portland, right? So I went there on my day off on a day that we agreed, so we go hook up, right? Mm-hmm. So this kind of reminds me of your chat situation, but much, much worse. Mm-hmm. So when I go to this address, the gal comes out, and then I ask for the woman, and then a little kid comes out, and then I'm still waiting, I thought, it was just a kid just looking at me and stuff like that. So I'm looking up at the front door, but the kid is to the right, and then the woman's to the left. And I'm like, is she coming out? And she goes, well, the person you're asking for is standing right there. Oh. I was like, what the okay, I'm not gonna cuss. I was like, "What the hell?" We're talking like an 8-year-old kid. This female must have had some type of drama going on with that female because the woman there was the mother of that kid. So she gave me the name of that kid and the address to that kid's name, and I was already thinking, man, there's gonna be a bunch of fools coming out to jump me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is the type of foul. I'm trying not to cuss.
Go ahead, bro. You can cuss. My only thing is, you know what I'm saying, bring up
broad daylight. This is like in broad daylight. We're talking like probably 1 or 2 in the afternoon.
Okay.
And she was trying to figure out who it was. I gave the best description I could, and she kind of thought maybe she didn't know anybody from Texas, but it was obviously somebody she was having beef with.
Yeah.
And did some jacked up stuff like that. But, I could have got killed in the situation.
Exactly. Just imagine if I went to that girl house and didn't know how old she was, what her mom would have did to me. Just imagine.
Worse, her father.
Oh, well, yeah, the worst her father.
Audio's breaking up.
Is it choppy? Is my audio choppy?
I'm hearing you clear on this side.
Sounds good to me, Chris.
Oh, okay then. Jump out. If you can hear me, bro, you ain't gotta hold back from the cussing, man. You you could do the cussing. My thing is, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't bring other folks into the conversation. We strictly stay on topic. So you cuss all you want to, bro. Don't hold yourself unless you a Christian. Now you trying not to cuss.
Well, I am trying not to cuss.
Oh, okay. Then well, you probably in the wrong realm. Then you probably in the wrong realm. Then, 'cause I cuss my ass off. I cuss my ass off. UFO, what's up, brother? He always coming in showing me love. What's up, brother? But yeah, and see that's the thing I look at too, Jump Pal. You know, you just don't never know when you getting into. That's why now I did a couple of shows about internet dating, and one of the questions I asked is internet dating even safe anymore? You ask me, nope. Because I done heard stories down here in Memphis, Tennessee, that you go see these women you met off the chat line, you're not only going to meet her, but you're going to meet some niggas come around that corner.
Can I object to that?
Go ahead, bro.
And I don't mean to cut in, but I wanted to chime in and say this. I object to that.
Go ahead.
The reason I object to that is because I think it's safer now than ever. And the reason I say that is because the likelihood, maybe not the chat lines, but as far as social media in general, it's a hell of a lot easier for people, no matter whether they have tablets, smartphones, computers, however they're accessing social media nowadays, for them to be able to put up pictures. And it's also a hell of a lot easier to find out whether people got up fake pictures or not. If you just right click and hit Google search image and see what other kind of places this photo shows up,
right?
And that type of shit free to do.
Okay, no. That right there, you know, I agree with you on them, but I'm talking about like the phone shit, you know, the phone chat line, which I don't think anybody should be fucked with the phone chat line no more because you go to social media. Now, this is what I do. If I do meet somebody on the internet, everybody got video camera. So when you tell me your camera's not working, bullshit. Okay? Because most of these phones got a front camera and a back camera. Fuck you. If we can't do video, I'm assuming you fake, and I'm assuming you one of the people who do that scam shit. Because that's what they do. Them people who do that scam shit, they don't get on videos.
Facts.
Hey, Star, you made it. Hey, boo. Yeah, the one who don't get on video, those some scam person, they'll talk to you for a minute, but then try to talk about you got a bank account. I got in some money and I want to share with you because I had somebody that passed away and I want to share the money with you. You don't want to share shit with me.
Scam.
You don't want to share shit with me.
Those aren't dying.
Exactly. You don't want to share shit with me. Fuck you. Fuck whatever you stand for. Get off my phone, okay? So you can't do do video. Fuck you. Fuck everything. Fuck it. So check this out, y'all. We got a woman on the panel. My girl Patricia. How you doing, boo?
Hey Chris, how you doing? What's up, gentlemen?
Hey, she hit me up on Facebook. She said, put me on. You need a woman up here. And I believe she's right. So maybe you're gonna be okay. Yeah. We got a woman over here, y'all. So any of you women want to come in and join Patricia? Cause I don't want to feel like the men jumping on it now. Y'all come and join Patricia, you know. Patricia's been on my panel many times before. And, you know, so I know this is gonna be good. So any other woman who wants to come in, send me your email. And let's all have a good discussion because this is a good discussion. Chris, thank you so much, brother, because you kind of encouraged me to get the show going. Because like I said, I was finna give up and say, fuck it. We're going to do it another day. But, man, we got good people on the panel. We got good people in the audience. Man, we got a good show. Man, this is lovely, brother. This is lovely, man.
My philosophy is, what have you got to lose? Just
exactly.
By putting it out there.
I just hate my talk shoe do not work. And again, shout out to my man Jump Out Video for jumping on the panel, man. This is great too. It's an honor, brother. And of course, man, a great honor to my man DJ Just J, man. I mean, dude, you just don't know how much I appreciate you, my guy. You just don't know, brother. And Patricia, you know it ain't nothing but love for you, boo. You know it ain't nothing but love. Even though we don't agree with a lot of stuff. Oh, me and Patricia be going at it. We be going at it on Facebook. I mean, not that it don't be that bad. But, you know, she said what she got to say. I said what I got to say. But somehow we meet in the middle and the conversation just smooth out like it's cake or something. So that's what I love about this woman. So let me get Trisha to speak on this topic. What you think about this, Trisha? Go ahead. You as a woman, what you think about it?
Well, I was laughing down there, especially your chat room saga. But first off, I don't believe in long distance relationships. First off, we're not going to talk about love and all that because love don't pay the bills. Basically, don't even try it if you don't have the money.
Okay.
Don't try it.
Okay.
Because it's money to travel. What's going to happen is somebody's going to have one more money than the other and be the one usually to go out and see the other person. and somebody's going to start to resent somebody. It takes money to have a long distance relationship. And if both of you aren't financially stable, don't even try it. Don't try it. It's not worth it. And you have to come to an understanding from the beginning. Are you willing to move somewhere and give up your life and career?
That's true. Willing? That's true. That's true. I agree with that.
That's very true.
I agree with that.
Especially when it comes to matters of the heart. And I tell you, I'm not willing to move anywhere. I got a good thing going. So I wouldn't even attempt to love somebody anywhere else because I'm not going to move somewhere for somebody else.
Okay.
And you have to ask a lot of questions, which a lot of people don't do. They just go with the heart. I like the way this person talks. I like the way this person looks. And they don't ask enough questions, and they just jump. And it's going to come a time where phone conversations, emails, it's not going to be enough. Because the point of you even getting into a relationship is comfort, to comfort one another, and you could do things by yourself, but you want that hug, that kiss, that let's go to the movies, baby.
Right.
After a while, that's going to wear down on you, that it can't happen when you want it to happen. All that phone sex is going to get boring. And that's very true. You guys out there having phone sex, you know you're having phone sex. Don't even play with me. And
hey, wait. I don't know no grown person who still do that. I don't know no grown person that still do that. I don't.
They're not gonna tell you, but they are. And don't tell them, y'all. Don't tell them because we gonna tease you. But anyway,
right?
You're gonna get tired. It's gonna wear you down, and they're gonna take that spur of the moment, and they're not gonna tell you the truth, and you can't prove it's a lot. There's a lot of trust involved. If you don't have the trust, if you don't have the financial stability, just don't do it. Fine. Which everybody in your state is a mess. You know, first thing, somebody trying to have a relationship with me long distance, I'm gonna be like, what's wrong with you? Why are you good enough to meet anybody in your whole state?
Trisha,
you said you gotta go with what you can afford.
Trisha, you said something that caught my attention.
Don't cost no money.
Yeah, you said something that caught my attention, Trisha. You said people don't ask no questions, and you are absolutely right, because I think there was a point of time back in my younger years and other people who grew up with me, I think a lot of times when you met on the chat line on the phone, you will fall in love with a voice. You didn't fall in love with the person because you don't know who the fuck the person is. You will fall in love with the voice. Who will want a woman that got that sweet, savory ass voice and just so cute, and when you hear it on the phone and she's saying shit that you want to hear? Listen to what I'm saying. She's saying shit that you want to hear, not what you need to hear. Now, she's saying shit to you that you want to hear and got that smooth ass voice. You falling in love with a fucking voice. You don't want to ask no questions. You don't ask how she look like. You don't ask if she smoke or drink. You don't ask if she live with her boyfriend. You don't ask if she married. You don't ask if she pregnant. You don't ask none of that shit because you falling in love with that voice, and that voice is sweet as an angel. So I'm glad you brought that up. You absolutely right. We do not ask enough questions. And I think even when we do meet people on social media where we can see them on camera, we still don't ask enough questions. But I want to tell y'all something now. One main thing that I preach in my shows, understanding is the best key. If you got understanding, shit should not go wrong. Holler if you hear me. Holler if you hear me.
You got to have understanding, and that's it. That's the very key.
Right. So, Trish, thanks for bringing that up. So, Barroso, you know, this is your show, brother. This is your show. So, you done heard what Trish had to say,
well,
man.
Actually,
this a woman.
It's your show, too, only because we share the same first name.
Well, okay, that's what's up, brother. But it's more to you because you actually dealing with this situation at hand that we're talking about. So, you heard a woman opinion about it. You know, she said she ain't too much down with it, man. So, anything you want to say on what she said, or anything she said that you disagree with, or
listen, I'll play devil's advocate for this one.
Okay.
You know, there are a lot of questions we tend not to ask, and you know what? They're probably the time the questions that she's probably talking about will come up. So the questions will be asked sooner or later. Now, see, this is how far technology has brought. And for those who've heard me rant on technology, like I said earlier, technology can be bad if fallen in the wrong hands. But if you use it for the right things, just like anything else in life, you can get almost anything you want out of it. You know, I mean, you know, technology has gone so far where you can have, you know, that interaction. And, you know, this is just me. I don't know how many of you agree with this. And, you know, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of disagreeing with this. But I feel the death of a good, solid relationship is lack of communication above everything else. Above everything else. You could forgive other transgressions. Yes, you can. And if you have the heart to forgive and try to give it another go, yeah, you got the people say, oh, one and done. Okay, that's fine. You know, everybody operates differently. And, you know, that's respected. But from my perspective, the above all killer of a relationship is a lack of communication. Whether it's good, bad, good, indifferent, whatever. If you don't have that communication, believe me when I tell you, that relationship will die a slow, painful death.
Say that shit. Say that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
Say that shit.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Say that shit.
That was great.
That was actually y'all do me a favor. Let me take a real quick minute break. I'm gonna give me something to drink or whatnot. Y'all enjoy this tune, and we'll be right back. And again, thank y'all so much for watching the show, joining the show. Everybody on the panel, thank you. Good discussion, and y'all don't mind, put yourself on mute, and I'll be right back. I'm gonna give you something. Y'all want to get something? Go ahead too, cause this is good. People, ought to get your popcorn, whatever you eating on tonight. Let's keep this conversation going, and I'll be right back. Thank you.
The 3 a.m. snack.
Skittles.
Please a boo.
Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. Every time I try to go, something keeps telling me that everything's gonna be alright. Every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back, telling me I need you in my life. It was meant to be, it was meant for me, so that means we gotta make it work.
All right, if y'all want to know what that was y'all was listening to, that was Tyrese and Chingy. A lot of y'all probably remember that song, Keeps Pulling Me Back. Actually, that is a jazz version of it, and when I first heard it, oh man, I fell in love with this shit, man. That's a good tune.
Can I tell them who the artist is?
Can you do what?
Tell them who the artist is.
Yeah, go ahead.
Streetwise.
That show, yep, show is. Yep.
Streetwise.
That's right. You a DJ. That's right. You a DJ. That's right. You know. And man, whoever this person is, man, rock that shit out, man. That's a nice beat. Sometimes I listen to it in the car on my way to work, man, and man, I just be in bliss, man, because I love music, and jazz mixed with music today sounds so awesome. But people, I want y'all to look at this design right here. This, my man, DJ Just Jay, created this for your boy, man. This shit is fresh. I like how he got me in the middle, looking like a OG. Looking like OG. And then he got me on the sides right there too, man. Looking like, yeah, that's what's up, man. DJ, man, you a bad brother, man. And if y'all want any designs, done, well, hold on. Okay, hold on. Looking like a OG. Brother Smooth.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, you on live air, brother, man. You missing a good show, brother.
That's why I'm coming up now. Or unless you like one.
Cool. You coming in on the final, however long it's gonna be. We took a couple of breaks, and we got brother DJ Just Jay on the panel, man.
Oh, nice. Let's put us together, please. Put us together.
Yeah.
That's C Smooth.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, my co-host Chris Coleman, DJ Smooth.
Brother, what up?
He said, "What up? Did you hear him?"
Yeah. I was like, "What's up, Jay?"
Oh, okay. I want y'all to look at this design, man.
I had to come show some love to Chris Thorns.
Right. DJ, I've been telling you, man, he been trying to get on for the longest, man, but he always catch the replay. But luckily, this brother that had the DJ tonight, man, and he's showing love to us, man. So I'm very humble for that, brother. I'm very humble for that. So
yeah, shout him out.
Anybody who want any designs, man, I recommend y'all to holler at this cat. Cause y'all see what he just did right there, man. He did a hell of a job. Yes. And I will gladly give you his email. Man, send him a picture. I promise you the rest is history. So again, brother DJ, thank you so much, brother.
That design kind of reminds me of the album art from like the late 80s to early 90s, back in the rap days. That's what it reminds me of. No, it does. It reminds me. It's pretty cool because, that's the era I came from.
Oh, okay. Bet.
So, that has that appeal.
Bet. Man, but like I said, he's a bad man. So, yeah, if y'all want anything designed, man, dude, I'm telling y'all, man, send it to him, man, and the rest of this history, man. I love what he did, man. So, again, thank you so much, DJ, brother. Thank you so much, man.
It was a pleasure.
Okay, so let's get back to the topic. Like I said, any of you other females want to come in and get y'all thoughts on it, you're more than welcome. This your final chance to get on, because after this one, we're going to close it down. Again, Barroso, thank you so much for doing the show. Junk Pal, thank you for joining me, brother. We definitely got to have you on again, man, because I like your mindset, brother. I like your mindset. I like how you call it when you hear it. If you agree with it, you agree with it. If you say it's bullshit, you pretty much going to say, hey, it's bullshit. So, hey, that's how it's supposed to be. And the YouTube brothers had a disagreement. Y'all didn't get mad. But if y'all did get mad, I'm going to shut this shit down anyway. Because, Trish, you know how I get down. I don't play that dumb shit,
Nope, not at all.
I don't play that. I don't play that dumb shit. Because I think if you're teenagers, you have a disagreement, teenagers still argue. When you almost 40, when you're almost 40 years old, there should be nothing that you and another grown man should not be able to talk about. Unless you just did something real fucked up now. I mean, That's the only way. Go ahead, bro.
I want to interject on that. Now, I replied to that exactly how I felt, but I do have to, like Tree of Logic likes to say all the time, hashtag not all. But it's one of those few and in between. And like he said, you're either going to have the right person or you're going to have the wrong person.
Absolutely.
Plain and simple.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I heard a Tree of Logic.
And I'm almost 50.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm done. I was just saying the last thing I said, I'm almost 50.
Okay.
So
yeah, I'd have heard of Tree of Logic. I think I'd have seen a couple of videos, but I think the one that I saw was the one she was going at some black guy, but that's not what we're talking about. So we're gonna stick on the subject. That's between them two, So yeah, back on the topic at hand, and thanks for everybody coming in and chiming in. This is a damn good topic. So let's get into some more of these comments that they made on this post on Facebook. So Barroso, finishing the comment that you said all the shit I give technology, but it can be beneficial too. Everyone knows my views on technology, but if used properly, can give you almost anything you can ask for. Kind of explaining what you said. We know your views on technology. What are your views on technology?
Well, I mean, we've discussed this on another show about, people posting, they got a cell phone, like you said, they got a camera, and instead of using it for the right reasons, the second two girls want to fight, everyone want to pull out their cameras like they're fucking Steven Spielberg. They want to start filming for the next, world star hip hop or whatever
what you
fuck
said,
you could
brother.
think of.
What
You know
you
what
said.
I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm saying. You just gotta, if it's for the right reasons, then it could be all you ever wanted. But if in the wrong hands, it's like anything else. It could really give technology a bad name. It really can.
Barroso, let me ask you this question. I'm gonna ask everybody on the panel too. Y'all can chime in once he get through answering the question. I said in one of my streams that I feel like technology is raising our children now. Do you agree or disagree?
Oh, I will not even dare to disagree with that statement because it's a fact. My daughter, she's, if I didn't know any better, I swore she'd super glue the fucking phone to her hand. Seriously, I really feel that way. I mean, it's like a lot of kids is like that. Anybody who has kids who in their teens, more than likely, has the same thing I'm going through. My son is following the path. My son's only a year younger than my daughter. My daughter just turned 13. Right. My son just turned 12.
Okay.
So believe me, I'm feeling these pains. They're glued to the phone. But you know what? For me, as this may come off a little paradoxical, so bear with me on the logic for a second.
Okay.
Like my son likes to play on his laptop. Okay, likes to play on his laptop. But I'd rather him play on the laptop and stay home in the sense of like not hanging out in the streets, than him being, it could be like many other 12, 13-year-olds hanging out in the street, thinking the streets is a good place, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, you can't, the technology is kind of keeping the kids home the same way it can bring the kids out to the street. So like I said, it could work for you either way. It depends on the kid, basically,
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I mean, I know people are gonna disagree, and I respect that. It's bound to happen. That's what a show like this is for. And I think that it can work for you. Like I know my kids weren't feeling that good today, but they were, they had no inclination to go out. My son was playing on his laptop, the games, and watching videos and things like that. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm thankful in the sense, because he's being raised with his grandmother while I'm trying to get my life together. To take care of my kids as, they go to late teenage and early adulthood. And they're being raised by their great-grandmother. So, for her, she tells me, listen, not for nothing, but sometimes this technology stuff, it keeps them home instead of out in the street.
Okay.
And it could be, like I said, it could work for you, and it could work very much the same against you.
Awesome. I was gonna go to Jump Out, but I think he just said he'll be right back. So I go to DJ.
I'm back.
Okay. Your thoughts, JPV? Technology is raising the children these days. You agree or disagree?
For the most part, I disagree. But as far as what he said, his grandmother said, it keeps them home and keeps them out of trouble. I remember a friend of mine who's much older. She had a daughter that was about my age. She was just a friend. But I remember being at the house. Now, my friend, her mother was over there visiting. Mm-hmm. And my friend's daughter was there with her boyfriend, and they were playing like Nintendo or whatever, and they already had a kid, and they were like 17, 18, something like that, right?
Okay.
Grant you, this is Los Angeles. It's not safe to be on the streets in LA back in the 80s.
Ooh.
And the grandmother was saying, why is your daughter and her boyfriend playing on those video games when they should be outside or doing something else? Why do you have them here? And then my friend replied to her mom and said, I'd rather have them here playing on those video games and being safe in the house than being outside where they can get shot and killed, because that's how volatile the streets are.
All right.
Hey, New York in the 80s was just as bad. In New York in the 80s was just as bad, man. Shoot. In New York in the 80s, trust me, I grew up in the 80s up here. Couldn't go anywhere back in the day.
Right.
Because Times Square was flooded with prostitutes like you wouldn't know. Now it looks like Disney World.
Memphis was too, and still is. Got some spots, but we'll talk about that on another topic.
Yeah.
We talk about that on another topic.
Yeah.
Down in Orange County, Disneyland used to be the hostro.
Really?
I remember.
Really?
Oh yeah,
A lot of
Disneyland.
motels
Yeah,
and stuff for families and whores.
Oh wow!
I'm from Orange County.
I learn something new every
Disneyland
day.
used to be the hostro.
Wow.
And it's not that way anymore. Like around the late 80s or so, the mafia came into the Disney family and they rid of the prostitution problem in and around a half a mile radius all around Disneyland. So they're down Harbor Boulevard into Garden Grove, no longer in that part of Anaheim. But women from all over the United States used to say, I'm going to go to Anaheim and get my money on. And we're talking the prostitutes. So you'd have prostitutes from all over the United States hanging out in front of the Hilton, hanging out in front of the Disneyland Hotel. That was the hostro back in the day.
Okay. Before I get to just JR, I see Pan made it bad. Pan is putting in my PayPal. Y'all, if y'all can, man, donate something to your boy, wherever you give. It will greatly help working on getting new equipment. Y'all the reason why I got the equipment that I got now because of y'all donations. I really do appreciate it. So whatever y'all can give, $1, $2, $5, whatever you can give, man. Hey, show your boy some love if you can. So Pan is putting my PayPal out there. Show your man some love. DJ JJ, you still with me, brother? You know what I'm saying? Your thoughts. Technology raising kids these days. Yay or nay?
I say nay. I don't think it is.
Okay.
I have 2 10-year-olds, and what's funny is that I'm watching them learn the technology. I'm watching them learn YouTube, learn the chats, learn being able to download, install, uninstall apps. How to be able to save bookmarks and things. Like a lot of the things that we normally will use for basic functionality for computers and tablets and things like that. I don't see it as being a negative thing, and I would have said it is before, but overall, I just think that if you're raising dumbass kids, don't blame it on the cell phones and the smartphones and technology.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you're not doing a good job as a parent in the house with the rules, values, morals, the things that they see that you do and how you live life and stuff like that, I don't ever want to put anything off on something like technology because, technology has definitely evolved. It's definitely gotten more accessible to the point to where, children can definitely access things, especially like porn. If most of y'all know that the internet was born by way of pornography. So I get that there are definitely some dangers for online threats for children to be able to be contacted by unwanted people and stuff like that. But overall, I just think that the values that we instill as far as having a family, having a stable foundation, and really just being there for your children, having an open line of communication is where the difference is made as opposed to the technology. I get why a person would say it is, but I would disagree with that, not only based on my experience, but based on what I see as an overall synopsis of the majority of children that I can lay eyes on.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna get to Trisha first, then I'm gonna say my piece on Trish. Technology raising kids nowadays, yay or nay?
I'm nay because it's really up to the parent. I guess you could say some people don't monitor their children. I believe when they are on, using technology, I this is my house. I'm the parent. I say how long they're on the games. I monitor when they go onto the computer and look at certain things, YouTube kid videos. I'm on it. I have parental locks on stuff. They can only go as far as I let them go. I'm kind of old school. Get off, go outside, play in the backyard, be kids, come back to it. It's up to the parent. A child can only do what you allow them to do, and if they get in trouble behind it, I kind of feel that's your lack of parenting and paying attention to what your child does under your roof.
Damn.
I am the adult. My children are not my friends. I'm friendly with them, but they respect me. I am the mother. I call the shots. They earn. I'm so strict. Some people would call me strict. My children, when school is in, they can't do these things during the week. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you have to do well in school Monday through Thursday to earn these privileges for the weekend. That's what I do. But there's never a time that I don't know what my children are doing under my roof. I pay attention. I have my computers, all of their games set up where I can look through my phone and see what they're doing, what they're accessing. I let them know when I think it's inappropriate. I don't care about their pouting. This is not a negotiation. I am the parent. If you don't like it, you don't have to get on at all. There's no negotiating with my children. You do what I say do. And then I set examples. I don't watch things that I don't feel that is appropriate around them. You have to be a leader when you're trying to set examples also. So no, I don't think technology is raising these children these days if you have the upper hand as a parent.
Well,
I totally agree.
After you said that, you pretty much took a lot of shit that I was going to say. So let me shut my mouth. Shut my mouth. Call me Susie.
The bar has been set, dude. The bar has been set. Don't try to climb it.
Oh, my God.
Right, yeah. Shut my mouth. Call me Susie. Brother Smooth, what you say about it, man? Yay or nay?
Well, we got to look at it from like
or
both
can
sides
you
of the
say
coin.
something after what Trisha said? Can you say something, man? She took the whole thing.
We can add on to it if I may. But
go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I'll say Just Jay and Trish were the two that pretty much like took everything that I pretty much was gonna say. You got to be able to know what they're doing, but at the same time, at least encourage them to be able to look and see what they can do. But as kids, and you and everybody on the panel will agree with me when I say this. If you want to go find something, you're going to find it unless you have like the locks on there or the parental guidance on there like Trish does at home. And like with Jay's case, like knowing that he has two kids that, he's encouraging them to, to be able to learn how to do bookmarks and learn computers here for now to where like it's going to help them later. But the thing is, you got to watch what they're doing, but most of all, encourage them. But at the same time, don't take too much away from them unless they're like doing bad in school or like saying they're doing things to where they know that they're not supposed to do it, and you have advised them not to do so.
Ooh, facts. Well, we got another lady on a panel right now. We got two ladies right now. It's been a while since this lady been on the panel, but see, that's my fault because I ain't did no panel and God knows when. Just be me running my mouth. Me and you, DJ, running our mouth. Kind of feel good to open the panel again, brother. So let's give this young lady a chance to say something, and she is always welcome to speak her mind. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Pandorians on the panel. Hey, boo, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Hi, guys. Hi, panel. All the loved ones on the panel I see and in the chat. As usual, as always. I always love hearing you guys.
Good morning.
Hold on, Pan, before you go into further. Now, y'all remember what I said earlier about the voices that you fall in love with? If she was one of the ones that I ran into when I was younger, I would fall in love with her voice. I won't ask her no questions. I won't ask her if she smoked. I won't ask her if she drank. I won't ask her shit. Just to hear her voice, I'll be like a new edition. Oh, lost in love. Would you love me? But go ahead, Pan. You got the flow, dear. You got the flow.
You always have good topics, and
thank you. Thank you.
Like I missed the shows, and I apologize for that. But I watch them on the replay, and of course, Dave and I love them, so we watch them together.
Thank you. Thank you.
But long distance relationships, I think they can work. Mine is a long distance relationship success story.
Mm-hmm.
But but they're not for everyone. And the thing about relationships, the thing about life in general is honesty. And if you can't be honest with yourself and how you are and what kind of life you want and what your needs are, then you can't be interact and relate with other people, period. So, you know, and the thing that's different about long distance relationships versus relationships in general is that they're very expensive and you have to do more work. Now, with relationships in general, you have to do work, but you have to do more work, and you have to have the resources, and you have to be willing to compromise a lot more, because, you know, it can't be a situation where the guy's always flying you out, or you're always flying the guy out, or you have to be able to come together and work together, and you can't play this phone tag game of where you know, yes, you live your life, you go to work and all those things, but, you know, a red flag is, if you're in a long-distance relationship, is if they can't text you or get back to you, or they can't, we have Google Hangouts, we have Skype, if they can't just have like a 1-2 minute phone call face-to-face with you, that's a huge red flag. That's a huge problem that, you know, they're running off of a script, and that they're trying to use you for whatever it is. And I find that a lot of people run into that, you know, but before you even get invested into someone long distance, you have to be able to have that face-to-face conversation with them, with Skype. You have to be able to do that first before you can even say, this is someone that I might want to pursue a relationship with, and then and then it has to be mutual. And I think that in this day and age, too many people try to do like a hostage takeover, and they do that face to face. But it's easier. But they try to do a hostage takeover with someone, and then they're upset that it didn't work out. And it's like, no, you can't force. Just like you can't force a man to be a father when he's not ready, you can't force a relationship on someone if they don't want to be in a relationship with you. And you can't sit back and belittle them and put them on blast like we've seen on some of these channels, okay? And go, oh, this person is ridiculous because they didn't want a relationship with you. Because that makes you look like the terrorist. So that's all. Like that. So that's. I mean, I could go on and on, but I hope I hit the nail on the head. It's just you have to have the resources, and you have to be willing to put in the more effort. Oh, and the other key thing is you have to have an end date. You have to have planning, and you have to have an end date of when it's not going to be a long distance relationship. You can't have a long distance relationship with someone for 10 years.
Okay, all right. Pan, I miss you. You always bring that glamour into the conversation. And for some reason, I never known you to overdo it. You say just right enough. You don't go overboard with it. You say just right enough. Just right enough. When nobody got to be like, okay, Pan, let somebody else say something. Okay. All right, okay. Let somebody else say something, but you don't do that. You say what you got to say, and you give other people a chance to say what they want to say. So, dear, I really miss that about you. Thank you so much. So, all right, let's read some more of these comments. Somebody said, yes, if we are both well off, so we can fly back and forth when we need each other, meaning more than just physical, that's always just a plus. Now, I think Trish kind of like spoke on that. That's when the resources come in, when the money come in. If you got the money to fly back and forth and fly somebody back and forth, then, hey, you know, that's a big plus. That's a big plus. You know, so, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of people say they're against it, because of the resources. Because trust me, if we had money, do you think we really going to turn down the opportunity to go fly, go see this woman, or this vice versa? Because money will be nothing to them. But since a lot of us ain't got no money, we're not going to participate in it. You know, so, but you can drive, though, but I think it's better to fly. Because I heard you try to go to California from where I'm at, then about 3 damn days. I'm like, goddamn. If I'm going to California on a road and it take 3 damn days, I'm not coming back home. I'm packing my shit and I'm not coming back.
Moving out there.
Oh, I've gone on train rides cross country where that took a week, and that was to visit family. That wasn't even for a relationship. That was to visit family. I can't imagine doing that for someone, or even like you said, like flying for someone that I'm kind of into. No.
Okay. Now here's an interesting, and this is gonna be a long comment, but I feel where this brother was coming from. They say, okay, I'm gonna give this a shot, and say that I think the integrity of a long-distance relationship can be maintained and even strengthened by the following 3. Number 1, be real. If the partners know they are going to bed with someone else physically, be real. Let the long-distance partner or partners know and let them make their decision if they agree or disagree. It's all good. I love number 1 already.
Number 1 is the best one.
Right,
so far.
okay. Number 2. Right, it said number 2. Do it because you said so. If you say you're going to be monogamous, then do it. Absolutely, I agree. If you say you're going to chat it up with your partner every night, do it. Trust is key to long-distance relationships, and keeping your word maintains trust. That's number 2. Number 3, follow the rules. Whatever understanding you get with your partner about your behavior and activities, follow from beginning to end. I think if one follows those 3 simple rules, long-distance relationships, any can thrive. And when that brother did that, I said, that's a damn good breakdown. That's a damn good breakdown.
Yeah.
That's a damn good breakdown. Especially when he said, if you going to be monogamous, do what you say you're going to do. If you're going to chat it up, do it. We all can agree trust plays a big part in everything. Think about it, not just relationship. If you go to the place to try to get a house, to get a mortgage, they got to trust your credit enough that you're going to do the right thing. Preach. If you go to the bank, try to get a loan, they got to trust your credit enough to give you a loan. Okay? All right, okay? Okay? I don't know why I'm doing it, but it sounds funny. Okay? When you go to a phone place, Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile, all this shit, they got to trust your credit to let you get the phone. Not only the phone you want, but to give you service. Preach? So trust is not only in relationships. Trust got to be in a whole lot of shit. Now, granted, some people just go by your behavior, like they said. If you go in with an attitude, because attitude says a lot too. I think attitude plays a big part too.
Yeah.
Attitude. You go in a place with attitude, and they see you got a good personality and attitude, some people just say, fuck it, this is like a good guy, I'm going to give it a chance. But I think a lot of times when they do that, they messing up, because I think you need to do more digging than that. Because if you do that, and they start fucking up, then you probably have to answer to your boss like, why you let him do that? And his credit is fucked up. Why you let him do it? And you can't give him the answer, well, I thought he was a good guy, just try to give him a chance. No, that good guy give him a chance, she going to get you fired.
Nah, they don't go on like no just because of personality or nothing like that. Nah,
right, that shit gonna get you fired. You know, so yeah, trust works in a whole lot of ways. But in this instance, we talking about relationships, and that comes with it. You know, intimacy, money, and everything. Trust is a big part to play. You know, so this man right here, absolutely right. We had another one that says they can definitely work if the love and trust is there. Well, okay, cool. But now I asked this question right here. When they said that. This a person that follows me. She also says she like what I do too. So let me repeat to you what she said. They can definitely work if the love and trust is there. Here was my response. I hear you, but what can they give you to trust? What can they give you to trust? What can they give you to trust? Barroso.
Trust is to be earned, not.
Barroso. Hold on, let me go to Barroso. What can they give you to trust?
Well, what do you what can they give you to trust?
What can they give you to trust? I mean, what can you trust by y'all being so far apart? If you saying you and Sylvia is in a relationship,
right?
What made you gain trust in her? I can't ask her because she's not on the panel. So you as the man, what was in her that gave you trust enough in her to say, hey, we're a couple?
Well, I mean, it goes back to what I said before. The constant communication, and it's just, trust is like, it's like any other relationship. Whether it's short distance or long distance, you're just going to have to go with your vibe and your gut. If your gut's telling you something's wrong, you got to follow it. Because how many times have we gone against our gut and we got fucked over loyally? If yes, we have to get to know the person in and out. You have to try to ask them as many questions as possible, but yet leave some out without the relationship itself getting bland. It's like it's like I say, I stick to what I taught myself, which in a relationship, which is communication. Because like I said, no communication, that relationship will die a slow death. I don't care what. I do not care what you got going on. I don't care how good it is. Without that communication, bye, Felicia. See you next time. Bye.
You know what? You gotta love Barroso. There's no question you cannot answer what it seems like. You gotta love him. There's not a question that I asked him since this whole show was going that he could not answer. Okay, he didn't stop and say,
May I add to that?
let me get back to you. He ain't do none of that shit. When I went to him.
You know what it is? I'm sorry, Patricia. You could ask me. I just want to make this one point.
Okay.
I don't normally like to back down from any. I'm not a guy to back down from anything.
Okay.
Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, I take my shots. I know it's going to be good, and I know it's going to be bad, but that's part of life. You're going to get good. You're going to get bad. I have nothing to back down from, and I got nothing to hide. So
awesome.
Like,
awesome.
What it is.
Awesome. And I'm glad you got to understand that you don't feel like I'm attacking you. I mean.
No, I never felt, even when, what's his name, Junk Pile, we disagreed.
Right, exactly.
But
exactly.
It's respectfully disagreeing. And that's part of being adults. That's the difference between an adult talk show.
Exactly.
Man, get that man a round of applause. Get that man a round of applause, man.
Beautiful. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
She said, "Yeah." Go ahead, Pan. Go ahead, dear.
Go ahead, Pat.
No, that's not Pat.
What was that, Pan? You said Pan. Pan.
Oh, my name is Patricia too.
Yeah, her name is Patricia too. Yeah.
That's why we call her Pans.
Confused.
He's absolutely right. With Dave and I, and this is when I said, you have to do more work. Were brutally honest with each other about everything that we did. Hey, I'm just letting you know, I'm thinking about doing this, and we interacted like we were face to face. We interacted, we talked to each other about everything, and we were honest with each other. We said some things to each other that we didn't like. We went back and forth, but we didn't hide anything from each other. We volunteered, and that's the big thing. Volunteered information, and I would hear from my mom and other friends. Well, they're not my friends anymore because I saw some character issues through the stuff that they were saying to me. Of course, they were single, but. Why are you sharing that? Why are you saying this? Well, if I'm serious about this person, then she shouldn't have to ask me 101 questions. I should be giving him all of the information on the table, and he should be able to, everything that I say to him, every part of my life, he should be able to just see. He should be able to just examine it for himself, like I emptied my purse right in front of him.
Outstanding.
And we went into the relationship like that. He had friends that he no longer speaks to that would go, why are you telling her that? She's going to leave you. She's going to da-da-da-da-da. And he would go, no, we have to be honest with each other.
Let me chime in on that because I hate people who do that shit. Because when you start saying that stuff, it's like people wishing for the worst for you when they start doing that. Because it's almost like you telling me to do something to save what I have. And that's understandable. You want to save what you have. But again, I'm pretty much sure we all can agree. When you tell one lie, you got to tell another lie to cover that one up.
And it keeps going on and
That's
on.
right. Just like shit on top of shit. You shit in the toilet, it still got shit in it. You don't flush it. You shitting shit on top of shit. So why you want to do that?
Yep.
And then it brings me to this too. It brings me to this too. How motherfuckers be trying to play matchmaker. This is why I don't play matchmaker.
Ooh, no.
When people motherfuckers try to play matchmaker, really, when a lot of motherfuckers play matchmaker, let me preach for a minute. When they play matchmaker,
Here we go.
they try to hook up. Right, here we go. Yeah, you got a homegirl trying to hook up her homegirl with somebody, and you got a homeboy trying to hook up his homeboy with somebody. Now, what kind of sense does this fucking make when you bring them together as one, but the motherfuckers get mad at you because the relationship is going good? If that's the case, you're going to get mad at me because the shit is going good. Why did you not go for her? And motherfuckers do that shit.
Exactly.
They know they like the girl. They know they like the girl. But turn around and put the girl off on somebody else, knowing damn well you're not going to be satisfied with her being with somebody else. But when she get treated like a queen or princess, however the hell you want to call it, motherfucker want to get mad and try and destroy what you got. Motherfuckers come to you talk about, well, I heard the bitch did that, you know what I'm saying? She was over there sucking some other dude dick and all that, man. For real, man, I'm telling you what I know. Well, if you know she was like this, then why the fuck would you want to hook me up with somebody that's a whore?
Right.
Why would you do that?
I see
Can
that.
I say it?
Hold on.
Can I say it?
Hold on. I'm in my mood. I'm in my mood. I'm in my mood. Let me get my preach on. Let me get my preach on. I'm in my mood right now. And I let you come in. I let you come in. I let you come in, brother Smooth. I let you come in. That's what I'm saying. If you know this about this girl, why you want to hook me up with somebody that's a whore? Okay? And then you want to come and start telling me all this bullshit about what's going on with her because you fucking jealous. But you want this same whore. You want this same whore. But you hook me up with her and you want to treat me like shit. Because I'm with this woman now who you so-called a whore. But she wasn't none of that when you try to hook me up with her. She wasn't none of that. And see, that's why I don't play the dating game, because of shit like that. Ain't no way in fuck I see a woman fine as hell that I want to fuck myself and hook up with somebody else. But at the end of the day, it's stupid for you to get mad. Because just like a man, just like a woman, she's going to choose who she's going to fuck and be with. And the man's going to choose who he going to fuck and be with. And if it's not going to happen, then it's not going to happen. Let it go. I don't think a lot of us don't understand the term plenty of fish in the sea. They even got a chat thing called plenty of fish. Utilize the motherfucker. Utilize it. Yeah.
I heard about that very recently.
Oh, God.
Right. Utilize the motherfucker. Plenty of fish. You want to get your rocks off? You can find any of them on there, because that's all they want to do anyway is fuck. And they don't want no relationship. They put in their goddamn profile that want a relationship, but when you meet them, all you doing is fucking. All you doing is fucking. Don't nobody want no relationship on no goddamn plenty of fish. Hold on, let me sit back and kiss myself. Hey! I gotta sit back and kiss myself.
Hey! Brown up in here now.
Yeah, let me sit back and kiss myself on that one. On plenty of fish, it's called POF for short. But it should be called plenty of fuck, because that's what it is. Plenty of fuck. Because that's all they doing. They using smoke screens, talking about I want somebody who real. I don't want nobody who just want to sit up here and fuck. If you want to sit up here and fuck, just go on to the next profile. Okay? I try to respect you and say, I don't want to fuck you, but then you come in my house and lay next to me half naked. You wake up the next fucking morning talking about you ain't tried nothing. Well, goddamn, what you want me to do? Do you want me to respect you, or do you want me to jump up and down in you? What do you want?
Certain women want it both ways. That's the problem. They want to take and eat it.
Say it, Chris.
What do you want?
You either want to be respected or you want to get fucked.
That's right. That's right. Let me pass on to my man, Brother Smooth. I'm done right now, man. Go ahead, brother. You say you want to say something on that. I think Payne said she want to say something on it too.
Man, you just went in on us right now, man. We all could have had a service on that.
Right.
But I'm gonna break it down to just 2 words because everything that you just explained, pretty much just all this just screamed out at me. Hidden agenda.
Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Because you ain't gonna give somebody else. You ain't gonna get with somebody or give somebody else to someone who you don't want.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can I talk?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Now, in this case here, you're talking about the Plenty of Fish, the Tenders, the Black People Meet, Zeus. I don't know what else these other dating sites is. Everybody's gonna put their best foot forward when you first meet them, but to be able to stay with somebody else or like try to be able to maintain something to that effect is gonna take a lot of work. A lot of work.
Miss Ride or Die, I done heard that. I done heard a lot of y'all women say that it's creepy to y'all with them guys. I just went back and checked the panel. It looked like my man DJ Just Jay gone. So regardless of what, brother, thank you so much for joining the show. Thank you for coming in, putting in your insight, man. Thank you for the design, man. Thank you for everything, brother. So shout out to you. Much love and respect to you, brother.
Hey, big man, I got one thing to add on to what he said.
Go ahead.
You know, it's like it's the sports. I think of it in a sports way. In some ways, it's easy to win a championship, win a Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup, what have you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's hard to like maintain a level of great because a lot of teams in recent history have been a one-off, have won one championship and they just fall off the face. You know, they just fall into conundrum. They just fall into the bottomless pit. So it goes back to what he was saying. If you want to maintain some sort of great, it's easy to get the championship. But if you want to build a dynasty, that's the hardest part. And in a sense, a relationship is like that. You want to build a dynasty, you got to do whatever you got to do to keep it. You have to
come on, preach.
You got to do everything you can to maintain that level or try to go higher. But the problem is when you hire the bar, people get complacent. So that's why I said earlier, you got to keep people guessing. You got to keep people on their toes. Because once they get complacent, the blandness starts, the boring starts, they start
resentment.
And what happened? What happened? You didn't maintain that dynasty. You fell off, just like a bunch of these teams did.
Mm-hmm. Pan says she want to say something on this, and let's go on talk this all out and wrap it on up. But go ahead, Pan. You said hey, Jump Out, thank you so much, man. He said he got to go. Cheers. Hey, Jump Out, thank you so much, man. I got to have you back, man, because we got to talk about this sodomite issue and why YouTube is allowing this bullshit. We got to talk about that.
No problem. No problem, because I want to nip that in the bud. Every time it comes within our face, it's always in our face. You got to nip it in the bud right away. So
exactly.
Yeah, when I get another day off, let's talk about it.
Hey, absolutely, brother. Thank you so much, Jump Out. Thank you so much.
Hey, Jump Out. This is Chris from New York, man.
Yeah,
it's been good, man. It's good to meet great people on here. It's great. It's really.
I want to get to Chris if I can.
Now, what he would tell Jump Out, he just tell you, man, it was great to meet you, brother. He said it was good to have a good convo with you, man, and he just pretty much saying it was great to have a conversation with you, man.
Thank you.
The feeling is mutual. Thank you as well.
Thank you, Jump Out, man. We catch up, brother. All right.
Good stuff.
Go ahead, Pan. I'm going first, and Patricia says she want to say something.
Oh no, I just want to say those are effeminate males. Because if you notice, there's always a common thread. Whenever I see that kind of conniving, jealousy, whispers in the night, you know, I have little birds that tell me this and tell me that. It's very effeminate, and I've noticed that common thread through that behavior, just observing in my everyday life, online. It all goes back to that, and it all goes back to that. And I'm not saying that women are unstable and to be feminine is unstable, but it all goes back to that unstable, as my dad and my stepdad would say, Jezebel spirit. It really does.
Oh boy.
Go ahead, Patricia.
Wow.
Go ahead, Patricia.
I'm just. This is so interesting hearing all of this because
it is seriously it is. This is good. This
for
is a good
a long time. It is good. You know, I've been married for 22 years now. That's crazy.
Oh, that's awesome. That's not crazy. That's awesome.
God bless you.
That's Oscar compared what's going on now. You got motherfuckers can't even stay married a year.
Much less.
I met him. We were both still in college. I didn't even know we went to the same college, but I saw him walking down the street. I was driving, and I said, "Oh shit!" And I pulled over. I said, "Look here." That's how I came at him. I said, "Look here. I don't know you, but I can get to know you. And if you have a girlfriend, I just want to be your friend." And it, from there, that was 22 years, about in February, 23 years ago.
Hold on, let me stop you right there, because we don't have that nowadays when a woman approached a man. We don't have that nowadays. I would love for a woman.
First time.
I would love for a woman to approach me, say she want to fuck. I'm tired of going to her side, I want to fuck. I want her to approach me, say she want to fuck. Seriously, I'm tired of making the first move.
To me, I had to stop and pull over, and he told me that's what turned him on, because he said no woman had ever done it. And I said, well, honey, I had never done it, but I as I was driving past, because I drove past, and then I backed up and parked. I said to myself, if I let this opportunity go and don't try, I'll always wonder about that tall, fine man walking down the street.
Man.
Yeah, you got it right there, Trish, because you're saying you wonder what could have been.
You sure did. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
I didn't want to live with it, but it's funny because we met, and people say, how did it work so long? How did it work? Well, we're not perfect. We argue. It's a lot of trust. It's a lot of communication. It's not all perfect. We realized from young, love don't have to get through this. Let's put children off. Let's wait till after we're married. We did it. But there's a big thing that really got me through with my marriage is I never take advice from my single friends. My single friends can't tell me shit. They're single. They can't relate to me.
Tell them, I know, right? Tell them.
And I was laughing when you said what you said, because no single person should be able to set you up with anybody. How the hell you gonna let a single person hook you up? They single. It doesn't make sense.
You know what? She's absolutely
right.
Right.
She's right. We don't think about that.
I have friends, but me and my husband learned something a long time ago. We have a business. We keep it to ourselves. I could be fucked up and nobody will know. I could be ecstatic and happy. Nobody will know. That is our blessings. It is not for anybody else. We have a business. I don't talk to my friends. I don't put our business on social media. I don't put anniversary pictures on social media. That's for us. We are selfish when it comes to us and our children. And that's what makes it work. That's what has made it work, and it will continue to work because of that. And I forgot his name, but you have to do, because it will get boring. You'll get cabin fever. You get so used to one another and each other's daily lives. You have to be spontaneous. You have to just wake up at 2 a.m. and say, "Hey, babe, let's get a sitter and go to San Francisco." "Oh, you're crazy. Come on, let's do it." "Okay, come on." You have to do that sometimes, or you know what? Or you'll go crazy. You'll go crazy.
Patricia, I can't disagree with nothing what you said, because that's one of the things that you say we don't ask questions. Why are you single trying to hook me up? And I'm get to this too. I don't ask questions. Why are you single trying to hook me up? It's a reason why you single.
Yeah.
So shouldn't you want this happiness versus me having it? And that's one thing I say. We got to start taking care. I can hear you. We need to start taking care of ourselves first before we start fixing other folks' problems. That's another thing we got that's wrong with our society now. We always trying to take care of other people instead of taking care of ourselves first. Because once you fix their shit, they gone. They ain't gonna give a fuck about your shit. They gone. And you right back at square one. You be like, damn, I just fixed these motherfuckers' problem. I still got my problems. What the fuck?
Chris, can I get some? Yeah,
please? Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
I got to get some here. Because I'm going to admit something to everybody here on the panel that they have not heard, but Chris, you have heard. I was in a long-distance relationship for almost 3 years. And you had said exactly what I was thinking a long time ago. You can't be fixing anybody else's problems, but then your problems is like going sky high into that going, like to where like you're just so far under and in debt that once you fix their problems, they gone. That's what happened to me. And I'm being totally honest with everybody here because I can say that because if anything, experience will teach y'all some things.
I remember you telling me.
Time, one of the things that I want to tell everybody here that's on this panel and everybody that's in the chat room, what's for you is for you. What's not for you is not for you. Don't let nobody try to set you up with anybody else that's single, and keep people out of your relationship because that's what will keep it together. Because if you let people into your relationship, that's what can tear it apart. Dropping the mic.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro.
Now,
Absolutely.
I got something that I know. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Go with it, bro.
My girl's listening right now, and I've warned her about this. You know, the outsiders as I like to call them, the people who try to, crash your, evolutionary glass house, those people who throw stones from glass houses. Oh, how do you know this? The doubters, the creators. Hell, I'll go that far as to say haters. But, you know what? It's like what, I forgot who said it. You keep it, Patricia, you keep everything out of light, and believe me, you'll see how much more peace the relationship or the marriage had. I've preached this to my girl numerous times. Forget what they say. You not with them. You with me at the end of the day.
Exactly.
We talk about it.
Bro, so
communication. It goes back to what I said many times throughout the show. Communication.
Bro, so it's interesting that you say that because I just did a video probably earlier this week or last week. And I say, what would you say would be the number one reason why relationships fail? Something like that. And that's one of the reasons nobody never talk about. Of course, cheating, a lot of people say cheating. But we never think about one of the reasons why a lot of relationships fail is because you putting everybody in your shit. When you put everybody in your shit, you causing problems as well. Because what's end up happening, you got a lot of you motherfuckers that do this shit. You got this one person that you confide in and tell them about your shit, but deep down inside, that person who you talking to wants your girl and vice versa. So by you sitting up there telling your damn business about what's going wrong with your relationship, that other person, just like a shark, is finna attack it. And once they catch them at a vulnerable moment, they're going to be fucking your girl well, if they allow it. They're going to be fucking your man well, if they allow it. So the question I ask behind that, when that happens, who do you get upset with? Your person that you with, or do you get upset at yourself? Me personally, you get upset at yourself because you talk too much. You talk too much. You put too many people in your business. You get mad at yourself. Secondly, don't get mad at the motherfucker you went and talked to. They doing what they supposed to do as a single bachelor or a bachelorette. You can't get mad at them, okay? You get mad at your significant other for allowing that shit to happen. And I don't understand why people want to fight the person that went and fucked your significant other instead of getting mad at the person that allowed it to happen. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Okay? So that's one thing we need to stop doing. Stop putting everybody in your business. Okay?
Because out of every flock, there's always going to be that one hater. That person who just doesn't want, they'll support you enough to say, yeah. But once you're doing better than them, they'll try everything to pull you back
Absolutely.
down.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. All right, so we can get ready to go and wrap this up in a few minutes. I want to read 2 comments, and I think these 2 ladies are in the chat room right now. Latanya Wilkinson, she's in the chat room right now. She just said something. When I did the YouTube version of this, she came back and said, that's why getting to know a person is important. They can live around the corner from you and still not be the one. Amen. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Sometimes we have to step outside of our comfort zone in order to get what God has for us. Your first, right, she hit it. You first have to establish if they are worth the effort. In state or out. God damn, she hit it on the money on that one. That's effort. Is they worth it? That's another thing. If they worth it.
That's right.
Somebody has got to love somebody for real. Thanks, Chris.
Yes.
Let me see. What did I say? Yeah. I know I said something to her. What did I say to her? I just told her good input because that was a damn good input. I can't even refute that. You know, that's damn good input. Miss A. Reeves, which I think she was in the chat earlier, she said, I do believe in long distance relationships. I know some people say you don't know what the other person is doing. You have to build that trust. Okay.
That's true.
Let me see what my response to her was. My first response to her was, I said, how though? How though can I trust someone? Okay, I hear him playback. Somebody got the show playing in the background. I hear the playback.
I got it right here. I'm gonna take.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll just hit it on mute, brother.
Got it.
I said, how can I trust someone that stays away? I mean, friends with benefits I could trust because no obligation, no ties. But my girlfriend, I don't think so. Let me tell you what she hit me back with. She said, if it's meant to be, then you won't have a problem with trust. Ooh,
that's right.
Okay. You have to go into it with your eyes open, though. I think being long distance can strengthen a relationship depending on the people involved. For me, I am loyal to the one I'm with or trying to be with, so trust wouldn't be a problem. I say, you know what? I couldn't say shit to that. I like that. I couldn't say shit back to that. You know?
Well, it all comes back to one thing, bro. What's for you is for you. What's not for you is not for you.
Okay, here's Pan. She came back and said, yes, but long distance relationships are not for everyone. Mine is ending in marriage. Now, how much of a blessing is that? Hers ended in marriage.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, she didn't get married. She said it requires complete honesty, dedication, vigilance. Okay.
I think that person meant diligence. In other words, like you got to put in all the work.
I think it's diligence.
No, I meant vigilance. You want me to explain?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a minute. Let me get through.
Explain it to us, Pans, if you can.
Let me get through. Yeah. She said vigilance, teamwork, planning, and an end date. They are expensive. Relationships are hard enough, but long distance is trial of who you are. I agree with that. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. I agree with that. They absolutely will not work for someone who cannot be honest with themselves as well as others. This is, read more, also the case in our relationships. But the difference is the duration of the relationship. This is a topic I have firsthand experience with. I could go on and on. I told her, hey, you just in luck because I might go live talking about it. Here she is now. Now, she said, it's a trial of who you are. Now, let me explain why I agree with what she said. So I'm going to let her explain the vigilance part. I think that's right. When you away from somebody that you in love with or been with, just say you break up. I think that is a test because it really shows how much you care about that person. When they going way too long, you be like, damn, I'm missing that. Because now that this person is gone, ain't shit is the same as it was when they was here. Example, cleaning, cooking, fucking. When I was sick, she was there. Now I'm sick now. You can't even get a motherfucker to come over. Hey, man, I need some soup or something, man. Oh, I'll be over there, man, about 5 minutes. 5 minutes turned into 5 fucking hours.
Or more.
All right. But you got your girl right there with you. Hey, babe, I'm sick. She right there on the spot. Hook you up. Soup, grilled cheese sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Crackers.
Medicine.
Kool-Aid, juice, Gatorade, whatever you need. And you just sitting there eating your motherfucking ass off, enjoying that shit.
Okay.
But when she gone, that is a trial and error. You be like, God damn.
Gotta get this myself.
Gotta do it myself. God damn, I'm sick and everything. Gotta get up and do it my damn self. So yes, I think it is a trial on you to test you out. Yes, you out. But go ahead, Pan. Go ahead. You say you want to explain the vigilance thing, so I'm interested in hearing this.
Okay. So the textbook definition of vigilance is to keep a watchful eye for dangers and difficulties. Now, you have to do that in any relationship, whether it's a romantic one, professional one, et cetera, et cetera. But you really have to practice that in a long distance one because you have to pay attention for what's not being said. You have to pay attention to what's not being done. And
say it again. Say it again, Pan. Say it again.
Yeah, please say it again. Say it again, baby. Say it again.
Okay. you have to pay attention to what's not being said, and you have to pay attention to what's not being done.
Now hold on, before you go any further, man, step back and kiss yourself, cause that was good.
Where's Barroso at?
That's what I'm saying.
You gotta give her that. He gotta give her
Pan,
that, man.
Yeah, Pan, step back and kiss yourself. Go. Hey, do that.
I'm sorry. That's Dave. That's Dave that need to be doing that. I think he's there with it. I was thinking about Chris and Sylvia.
But go ahead, Pan. Go ahead, dear.
One day soon.
You know, to piggyback off what you said about being sick, he and I used to do that for each other, and we weren't face to face. Hey, we're sick. We would have to pay for delivery service, but it's worth it and the big thing is we established that we were worth that to each other after we spent a month together face to face. You can't do that when you can't be in a long distance relationship with somebody and it's been a year and you haven't spent any time with them face to face. It has to be more than
boy. We can talk about that, but we ain't doing that tonight.
Yeah.
We're both very much the type of people and we're trying to work on being better at it, but when we're sick, we try to be healthy, but when we're sick, we'll pop a NyQuil to go to sleep, and then in the morning pop the DayQuil, go to work anyway. Okay, even if we have a fever, we'll figure it out.
Whoa. You say in the morning pop a what?
DayQuil.
A DayQuil.
Pan, I'm not gonna tell you what I thought you said. I promise you, I thought you said Papa Dick Quill. I never heard that before.
Wow.
I could have sworn I thought. No, I had to ask again. I said Dick Quill. I'm like, Pan, you can't say that on here. You can't say that on here. We're not talking about fucking.
Bro?
Yeah, what you thinking about, Pan? I was like, you can't say that on here. You gonna get my show shut down, sister.
Yeah, we know what you're thinking about, Chris. Go, hold on now. You got to say that for later, bro.
I'm listening to what she's saying, and I'm looking at the chat, and when she said Day Quill, I thought she said Dick Quill. Like, Pan, this is not you, okay? You never talked like this before.
Oh my
what
God.
You over there doing on the other side of that camera? What you doing?
We don't want to see that now.
Right, we don't want to see that. Yeah, what you doing on there? Right? Do you need to leave?
Inappropriate. Censor.
Like, handle your business.
Hey, Kim, how you doing, boo? Kimberly little chat in the building. How you doing, boo? Go ahead, Pan. Go ahead, Pan. Go ahead.
But we would do, and so because we had spent enough time together, and here's an example. The day that he picked me up from the airport, I took an evening flight, and I got in 8:00 that morning. He had to turn around and go to work, and he was like, I'm sorry that I can't stay here with you. And I said, no, it's fine. You have to go to work. You have to do what you have to do. I understand. And but getting back to what we're saying, we would know that each other are sick, and so we would have things delivered to each other's jobs, like a little care package. We'd call the supermarket, find a supermarket that delivers, or we would have stuff delivered to each other's apartment and be like, hey, we know you're sick, here's this and this and that. But that was because we had just already been honest with each other, and we had already come to the realization that we loved each other, and that person was worth it. So we tried to do things that you would do for someone when you're in driving distance, when you can't do that. And it costs a little bit more money, but you know what? I have no problem, living on salad and top ramen, if that means that I can use my resources for what they're designed to be used for, which is help someone who is my mate. Does that make sense?
Okay, I got you, dear. Thank you for breaking that down. As a matter of fact, once again, man, thank all of you, Brother Smooth. I'm glad you finally made it to the show, brother. But don't get it wrong. Me and Barroso, we held it down, man, because I told him before we even got on the show, I was waiting on you.
Yeah, I apologize for being late because I had to take an important call. And before we shut the show down tonight, though, I have to say a prayer for some people that's in my family that's going through.
Go ahead, bro.
But that's a little later. But at the same time, though, it's I'm just glad that you're still here, so that way I at least jump on before we shut it down.
Yeah, because we were having some tech issues earlier, and that's because the damn fucking talk show, I guess, is down. And I was trying to set it up where people can call in, because I think we mostly had women in the chat. They could relate to this topic. I'm pretty much sure if I would have had the call in up, they would have called in. It would have been nice. But you got Barroso right here, man. I was about to give up, man. But then I thought about it. I said, wait a minute. I can have him on Facebook, which he is now. He's on the video.
Right. And
I can bring him over where people can see him to me and him talking. And then Junk Pal said he want to get in on the conversation. I was like, damn, I can't, I don't know how the hell I'm going to do that. But then I thought about it, wait a minute, I can open up a hangout.
Right.
You know, while doing it. I mean, it's a private hangout, but everybody's voice got recorded on what they were saying. So, you know, man, worked out fine. Then you called in. I said, oh, well, there we go right there. We got the triple C's on here.
That's
right. We got the triple C's on here, man. For real. The triple C's on here. But other than that, though, man, Chris, thank you so much for giving me the inspiration, dude, to go ahead with the show. You know, because like I said, I'm going to say fuck it. I'm going to say fuck it. You know, but I'm glad you encouraged me to do the show. And I'm glad Patricia wanted to get in on it. You know, wow, she came in, gave some good thoughts on it. And Pan came in right on time. She didn't come when I wanted, but she came right on time.
Exactly.
So right on time. And my man DJ Just Jay, again, he came right on time. You know what I'm saying?
I know, man. I kind of missed that one. I'm kind of mad, but the only thing is maybe we can try to catch him on the Hangouts tomorrow.
Yeah. So, but other than that, though, regardless of what these people came in late or not, this was a damn good show. This was a good topic. Barroso, we definitely got to do it again, but hopefully next time I can get you and Sylvia's voice in the show.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would have been better if we would have heard both of y'all voices. It would have been so much better, you know, because we can hear y'all both talk about y'all thing, man, and it'd probably be a beautiful thing to hear how y'all trust each other and how y'all feel about each other, man. You know, I mean, we don't hear about that a lot of times now, you know. We hear about just pump and dump and going by our business, you know. But y'all making it work, that's all that matters. If y'all feel like this is going to work, that's all that matters, regardless of what nobody says, man. If y'all are satisfied with this and this is working for y'all, hey, everything else is uncivilized, brother. Everything else is uncivilized, regardless of what I think, Patricia, Pan, whoever. As long as y'all feel like it's working for y'all, man, hey, anything else is uncivilized. Barroso.
Old Spice commercial.
Right. Anything else uncivilized. Barroso, I give you the last word, brother, before we shut it down, man. You know, thank you so much, and I give you the last words, brother.
Listen, when it comes to relationships, you know, I mean, we all, you know, I mean, we've all had I'm sure we've had our, hearing these stories, I'm sure everybody's had their experiences with long-distance relationships. And yes, it is not for everybody. Mm-hmm. But it's a gamble. It's a risk. It's like any other relationship, whether it's long-distance, short-distance, or as I stated earlier, with somebody next door, and they still found a way to fuck that up. So, you know, it's a gamble, man. It's a gamble. It's about the two people involved, you know, and that's all it is about, you know. You can't put everybody in the same umbrella. Oh, if one person fucked me too. Listen, the laws of average is gonna fall your way sooner or later. I'm not saying go ahead and have long distance relationship. Like I said, not for everybody, but it's like anything else in life. The laws of average will fall for you eventually. You could have a shitty track record, but it takes just the one person to prove everything, and everybody else is just a step below.
Well, let me ask you this question. You just brought up something very interesting, and man, y'all got me 27 likes, man. Y'all showing your boy love tonight. Let me ask you, since you said that, I'm gonna ask you this, and I'm gonna wrap it up. You said a shitty track record. Yeah. So let me ask you this: if Sylvia had a shitty track record, would you even deal with her?
I would. You know what? Everybody we all have a book of life. Everybody is a different chapter. You know, call me naive, call me whatever you want to call me. I would, because it's like, it's up to you as a man to prove that you are different from the rest. Just like the woman, it's the woman's job to prove that she ain't like the rest of them.
Amen.
You have to differentiate. It's easy for me. It's easy for any of us on the panel, in the chat room, to say we are different. Oh, we ain't like the rest. I'm not like your ex. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, great. Fan fucking tastic. Right. Go ahead and prove it. Fan fucking tastic. Prove it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you do to back your work. Or you don't even have to say it. Just go ahead and do it. Just do it.
So you do believe
there it is.
You do believe, even though along this relationship, that people can change, even though they got a shitty track record.
You know what? It takes one person to kind of forget. You got to have that one person make you forget the rest, and that takes time.
I like that.
I like that
It's an
too.
overnight miracle. It's not a, like Chris was saying about you fall in love with the voice, blah blah blah. Dude, how did you do that? By the way, I don't know why you did that.
Dude, I don't know how the fuck I did it too, but I did.
You know what happened? Is we fell into that, like you said, we fell into that trap. We started, and even you had to admit this at one point. You started thinking with the wrong head, yes or no?
Yep.
See?
Yeah.
But my point I'm making is you have to give it time. You have to give it,
right.
You just gotta let things foliate. You gotta let things just grow. It's like, all right, yeah, I know. It's happened where when you think the shoe started to fit and then poof, it breaks or whatever. But you know what? It's like any other relationship. It's like anything else in life. It comes with its risk. For me, a long distance relationship, if you know what you're doing, is a low risk, high reward.
Oh, shit. He dropped the mic on that one. Oh, shit. Oh. Holla if you hear him. Damn. I'm going to do like that commercial did. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
My man,
damn, he dropped the mic on that one.
Serious on that one. Oh, man.
If you don't people say your past dictate, that's a bunch of bullshit. Your past doesn't always dictate your future. It's up to you as a person. You control your own fate.
Right.
Ultimately. You control your own fate. Oh, this guy hurt me or this girl hurt me. Yeah, I get it. I've been hurt too. I'd be the last one to tell you no woman ever hurt me. But you know what? It's up to me to get past that. You gotta you gotta get sudden amnesia. You gotta move on with yourself. For me at work, I fuck up. I gotta forget about it. All right, whatever. I fucked up. Move on. That's it. That's it. You can't dwell on you. That's the problem with a lot of people in general. They live in the past too.
I admit it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I admit it.
Absolutely.
So with that being said, we have to look ahead. We have to at least somewhat look ahead. Not too far ahead, but keep yourself within reasonable sight. Like, don't get carried away. But hey, you know what?
Right.
Try to, do what and start moving ahead. Hey, you know what? This is a new girl, this is a new guy, whatever the case may be. And you just gotta say, you know what? I'm gonna do what I need to do to try to make this work. And like I said, it doesn't matter if it's long distance or local. It's the same approach, really. If you sit back and marinate in what I'm saying, you still got to put the work in it no matter how far. Yeah, there's a little bit extra in long distance. I get that. Like I told you before, this is not my first long distance relationship. I know what it takes. It depends on the person you are with. And like I told Junk Power, it's all on who you have. You're going to get either the right one or you're going to get the wrong one. That's it. You're going to get the right or the wrong one. It's only going to go two ways.
All right.
It's only going to go two ways.
Again,
right
brother.
That's it.
Again, brother, dilly dilly. Dilly dilly. You know what I'm saying,
dilly.
man? Way to go, Barroso, man. Thank you so much for this show, brother. We got to link up again and do another show, man. I know how to get a hold of you now, man. And like I said, thank you so much, man, for encouraging me to keep doing this show, brother.
Listen, man, if you do these late shows, I'm always here. These late shows, I'm always here late. You know that. I
notice a lot of people stay up late.
15 years. For me, this is still early, 4:15 in the morning. It's still early for me. But regardless of the fact, you always do these late shows. Don't ever be afraid to reach out. I got you. No matter the topic, I keep an open mind, as you can tell, and I keep it 100. That's it.
No problem, brother. Barroso, hey, I wish you and Sylvia the best, man. Seriously, talk. I wish y'all the best, brother, and catch you next time, brother. Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly, man. Good work. Good work.
We rarely see each other.
All right, brother. Man. All right, man. Catch you later.
Be safe, man.
Be good, guys.
Man, how awesome was that, bro? I'm definitely, when I get up in the morning to go to work, I'm definitely going to watch the replay on this one because this is good. This was too fucking good. And I don't know I really don't know what to say, man. You know, I mean, he gave me a different eye view on it. I mean, I don't think I still will participate in it, but he gave me a different eye view on the situation at hand. You know, I mean,
oh yeah,
because like I said earlier in the show, you know, I even had people tell me, hey, maybe your soulmate's not in Memphis. They may be in another state.
You never know.
You just never know. They may be in another state. So
Chris,
I mean, huh?
Still stay out of those chat rooms.
You did what?
Stay out of those chat rooms.
Oh, no. You talk about the chat lines. I don't go in no fucking chat room. The last chat room I used to went on when they had that AOL. AOL used to have all them chat rooms over there, number full of whores and freaks. Number full of them. I'm gonna tell you, I'm dead serious. I'm gonna tell you what I did one time, man. When I got my own shit and with AOL, when I used to see them free CDs, you can try AOL for like 30 or so many days. You never had to pay for the shit because they stay sending you free CDs, so you never had to pay for the shit. I just wait till they send me another CD, load that some bitch up, get online, and do what I got to do. I did this one day just to test the waters and see what response I get. I bullshit you not. I typed in the chat room. I said, any of you females over here know how to ride a face. Boy, that damn chat room lit up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Good nut. Good nut. Good nut. Good nut. And one of them even say, Chris, hit me up in my inbox. I said, wow, damn. I said, damn. I did that. I did that. Just to see the response I get. Soon as I said that, y'all know how to ride a face. Boy, that chat room lit up. They said, fuck what everybody else talking about. When they seen ride a face, that chat room lit up. It lit the fuck up. They didn't give a fuck if they stayed citizens away or not. They were going to come find my ass. They were going to find my ass.
I'm glad you ain't do nothing because you end up getting something you can't get rid of or your ass can't take off of.
Man, me none of them crazy ass hoes off of AOL chat room. I ain't doing no shit like that, man.
No, be careful because I have a friend who was frequented the chat lines and I didn't know what she was talking about, and she came over here and she called and they had the different rooms and you meet people, listen to the recordings, and so me being me a little crazy, I said I'm gonna put on a man's voice. And so it was supposed to be a side where the man is trying to meet the woman, and so I came at the guy like, yeah, cuz I'm gangbanging, cuz.
Oh my God.
I wanna meet with you, cuz. And I'm thinking he's gonna cuss me out. I'm thinking I'm gonna get cussed out. That motherfucker broke down his life. He was like, yeah, I like it on a D-low too. I said, damn, I was shocked. He told me his girlfriend left the house every weekend because she worked as a nurse. When she came home, he wanted to keep it on the low. Remember, I'm faking like I'm a man. Now, this man was on there to meet women. But he's listening to my voice, and he's talking to me, trying to meet up and have a down low relationship. So be careful on them chat lines, people.
Wow!
I caught it first.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard.
It is, but you know what? I believe that's one of the reasons why they made that movie called Cover, because this shit goes on for real. You think you think them big cock strong men be straight as hell? Know what I'm saying? Shit, they get a taste of their jail. They get a taste of I remember a guy was telling me, he said he been to jail. He said it was this dude, man, big strong ass dude, used to walk around, man, like he was big, bag, and tough. He said one day he was just walking around a jail cell, and he noticed one of the cells had a cover up. He said he was like, man, what the fuck going on up here? He said he raised that cover up, and then, I mean, y'all know the rest. Say they was in there tearing his big ass up. They was in line waiting on him. They was in line waiting on him. I said, wow. And this is the place that folks like to go back and forth to. This is what they like to go back and forth to. You get a one chance, you go right back in. You get a second chance, you go right back in. You get a third chance, you go right back in. And you see what goes on, and this is the environment you want to stay in. Hey, if it floats your boat, go ahead. If you like it, I don't love it. I ain't gonna say that. You like it, I don't love it. You like it, I don't love it. I don't love it.
Run, Forrest, run.
Exactly.
Run, Chris, run, shoot.
I know that's right. Exactly. But in there, y'all, thank y'all so much, man. Great conversation. Pan, love you so much, babe. You going to make me want to start doing these panels again. Trisha, you know, ain't nothing but love, dear. Nothing but mad love, you know. Glad you was able to get on the... Yeah, I'm glad you wanted to get on the panel and put your insight in that you did. And again, shout out to my man, Judge J, man, for all he has done to help my platform build, man. That's a good brother. And big shout out to Barroso. Outstanding conversation, brother. Outstanding input. And again, like I said, if it's working for y'all too, man, hey, go right on ahead, brother. Salute to y'all both. Blessings to both of y'all. But in that though, DJ, you know what to do, fam. And thank you too, brother. You always make time regardless of what, brother. Thank you too, man.
Yeah, man, it's always a pleasure, man. Like I said, I apologize for being late tonight, and like shout outs to everybody who came onto the panel, you know, for Pandorans, for Trish, for our brother Chris Barroso, to his lady Sylvia. We say salute to them, and also we want to shout out Pandorans and Dave because they're gonna be getting married next year, not this year, but next year coming up.
Oh yeah. But
at the same time, you know, we got to shout them out and make sure that, you know, we got to show them some love because, you know, hey, you know, if it works for them, it can work for us all. Man.
Absolutely.
Bottom line to all this here, though, I know we was talking about, do you believe in long distance relationships? All of us have our own story. We all have good things that happen. We've all had bad things that happen. But the one thing that we always have to remember, because I'm going to keep saying this until I am blue in the face, just like our Cowboys color, right, Chris?
Mm-hmm.
In this case here, what's for you is for you. What's not for you is not. Know the difference. When you know the difference, things will work out much, much better. Preach.
Absolutely.
All right. So in this case here, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to say this prayer to like to end the show because it's like early morning for all of us around here because usually we're not even up this late. But
I know, right? And I got to get up in probably about the next 5 or 6 hours, but I'm gonna get my rest.
Gosh.
I'm gonna get my rest. I'm gonna get it.
And also shout out to Pandorans because she's a Cowboy too. So yeah.
Oh, is she? Awesome.
She's a Cowboy, awesome. So I'm glad for that. So yeah, definitely that. But you know, I'm gonna say a prayer, and like in this case here, I found out that some people back home is like they had a stroke and they're not really doing too good, and you know, I believe that they're losing the will to live. So if anything, we got to like try to like send some strong prayers out there. And plus, I had a phone call earlier on tonight. That's why I was late, to where I found out a loved one that's someone who is near and dear to my heart, but she doesn't want to be made known. She said that she's going through cancer right now. So if anything, I want to definitely pray for her tonight. But I don't want to go too long. So like everybody, if you don't mind, please like just pause in the chat for a few minutes to like, you know, show some love to those who we need to pray for Chris, for myself, and everybody who was on the panel. And it will be much, much appreciated. So please bow your head and please close your eyes as I get ready to pray this out. Dear Heavenly Father, we just want to take this opportunity just to say thank you for another wonderful panel, wonderful topic. But most of all, we thank you, Lord, for each and every one who was able to come to the chat this evening, who was able to speak on a lot of these things here. But most of all, thank you, Lord, for bringing us all together. Lord, I have a heavy heart tonight because I've heard that some people who I'm very close to and that's near and dear to my heart, they're really going through right now. So I'm just asking in the name of Jesus that you will bless each one of those, Lord, that are going through. Even for those who aren't going through, I just pray that you will bless each and every one of them. For everyone who came in tonight, Father, and every household that is represented, I pray that you place a hedge of protection around each and every one and every household that was represented, and that you will keep the enemy away from all of the traps and all the snares and everything that he poses threats to all of our lives. Keep us safe in the palm of your hand and in the center of your unchanging will tonight, Father. Bless Chris Thorns, bless Patricia Smith, Patricia Lucas, Chris Barroso, Sylvia Ramon, and whoever I may not mention, charge it to my head, but not to my heart. Everyone who came through, Lord, we just want to give them a lot of love, but most of all, we just pray, Lord, that you will help us, Lord, to do better, help us to be better, but most of all, help us, Lord, to love you as you have loved us. And for all that you do and for all that you have done and have plans to do, that we be more careful to give you all praise and honor and glory, which you deserve. And let everyone have a blessed day today, whatever you have plans on doing today, oh God. And for everyone who was praying with us today, I just pray, Lord, that you will bless them. We love you, Lord, and we ask these things in Jesus' name we pray. And let all of us say amen.
Amen, brother. Strong words. And one thing I like about what you do right there is people respect us enough that they stop texting and let you say your words. So always a pleasure, brother. Ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this thing down. Pan, love you. Patricia, love you so much. Ladies, till next time, okay?
Right.
Bye.
Yeah, y'all take care, dude.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
God bless you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for tonight / this morning. Thanks for everybody who came in. Thanks to everybody who's going to watch later. Thanks for everybody who's going to come in later. I switched my screen. Ride or die, do me a favor. I heard you saying something about you got a channel. Here's my email, my Twitter. And I got to change the name of this Facebook group that I got because it's called the Thorns Show now. If you're on Facebook, come and join us. But send me an email. This is my email right here. And for all of y'all can send me an email. If y'all got a topic y'all want to talk about, what you want to do a show about, hit me up on the email. You got a story you want me to talk about, hit me on the email. You know what I'm saying? And trust me, I get it. I might not get it right away, but I get to the story as soon as I can. So this is my email, my Twitter. And I had to change the name of this, but you probably can still find it though. So yeah, right at that, do me a favor, send me an email so I can check your channel out and see what you're talking about, chick. And maybe next time when I'm live, you can get on a panel with us and share your thoughts on the topic at hand. Everybody's welcome. I very much appreciate it. Other than that, again, thanks for the ladies who joined the panel. Thanks for Barroso for a good show. Thanks for DJ Just J, Junk Power Video, my man DJ Smooth on the phone now. Thanks everybody. Y'all enjoy y'all morning, your afternoon, your evening tomorrow, and your team playing tomorrow. Good luck to your team. Other than that, though, we are